3, 2, 1. Woo! Welcome everyone to episode 95 of the Save Point podcast. You're here today with me, Tom, Brock.
Hello.
And then Zach.
Hi.
And then also shout out to Ben. Might have done a cool intro. Ben's got a few videos from overseas on his little trip at the moment. It's a cool time. Quick preface before we start this episode. We weren't supposed to record this week.
No, we were not.
Well, we were, but it wasn't supposed to be a weekly episode. But, of course, like nearly every single week that we don't plan to do anything, the gaming world explodes.
Yeah.
And this week, in a bit of a somber way, could be one of, if not the biggest bit of gaming news
In the last decade, I'd say. Like, this
minimum.
is a huge shake-up.
I can't think of anything that's on this level. Just to get off this.
Not off the straight
we
off
need
top
to
of the
just
head,
say
yeah.
what it is first.
True.
So I'm sure everyone's seen this by now, but Sony and PlayStation have announced that as of January 2028, they will no longer be making physical game discs, and they'll be going forward into everything being digital. That is probably some of the worst news I think I've heard.
Yeah.
And disheartening in ever gaming-wise.
Yeah, a decade or more.
It's terrible.
Yes.
I want more clarification on it, honestly. Like, have they actually said we are only talking first-party games, or is it all,
It's everything.
all
It's
PlayStation
everything.
games from
It's
now
everything. Have you not read the Sony blog post?
on? I don't go on the Sony website.
Oh, neither do I. It was something I saw on Twitter. But no, it is everything. They were going completely towards digital, which it's too soon. It's too soon. There's so many markets that can't do digital yet. Mm-hmm. The fact that
anyone with a slightly dodgy internet connection is about to be massively disadvantaged.
Yeah, I mean, Australia's only in the last 5-10 years started to get sort of up to the rest of the world when it comes to internet connections. There's a lot of third world countries, a lot of places that are still very well-established countries that have got terrible internet.
Yep.
This is a big disadvantage for them. I mean, they don't care about that. That's not where they're making their money. But this is going to be a big, big shake-up.
Yes.
And as you can probably...
If they follow through with it.
No, they will. They will. It's too little. It's too late. They can't not. I think this is the type of thing where they're not going to back off this.
Didn't they say they were doing it before at some point, though?
Well, I don't know about that. I think they moved certain things to maybe going only digital. But the no physical, I think that's completely new.
It's stupid, yeah.
I don't know what you can say. It really fucks up the market. One big thing we were talking about is now that Sony's not going to make, or there won't be any physical PlayStation games anymore, what's going to happen to games retail, a extremely struggling market and sector already? What is going to happen?
I mean, you've already got stores in America that are just like, hey, we're not stocking GTA because there's no physical copy of it. It's just, we're not going to stock it. Now they're just going to be like, we're not stocking PlayStation at all. It's just going to be Switch and Xbox. Which Xbox is already on the way out.
Is Sony even going to make physical editions of these games anymore? Unless it's a collector's edition with a code, they're probably not going to bother making game cases anymore. That's just extra work that they don't need to do. Why would they? And like I said, it's games retail is already a struggling sector. You're going to see, we've talked shit on EB Games that many times because I think they're a little bit scummy in their practices, and I think they lost their way a long time ago, but that's still sad. That's a lot of people to lose jobs if that industry goes under. It seems like they're only held up by
Zing.
Zing, and then fucking Pokemon cards.
Which is probably what Pokemon cards and EB. That's another topic for later. I think that they'll lean on Zing a lot. I reckon PlayStation, if they do have hey, we're still going to send stuff out to physical storefronts, it'll just be a card with a scratch code on the back of it that gets activated when you purchase it. Same as what Microsoft tried for a while with the
games. They had Forza and things like that. I don't think they will, because there was a big, with redeemable cards, there was a big thing a few years ago with Amazon cards where people would, I forget what the go was, but there was a way that you would buy a card and people would scrape them. Oh no, this is what I saw. I heard this online. So apparently, I think this is more of an American thing, but people would go to shops like in America, and they would go up to Walmart and there'd be like an Amazon gift card there. Say it was for $500. They would scratch it off while it was still in the shop, take a photo of the code or whatever, and put it back on the shelf. Or if it was like a removable thing, they would remove it and put it back. Once someone had bought it and activated it, they had a scraper online that would scrape the codes that they've already scanned up and it would redeem it as soon as it's been bought. So these people would buy the codes, and as soon as it's been bought, they haven't even walked out the shop yet, it's already been used.
Yeah.
And there was no way around it. I heard some people on a podcast talk about that. So I feel like a lot of game companies would try and get all around that. I mean, it's not a physical currency, so maybe they wouldn't care as much unless you can do like the Steam type of thing where you can have a game in a library and send it to someone and try and sell them some way, or like on a key site or something like that. But yeah, I don't know what they will do. Like, come on.
Yeah, I'm struggling to think of like, this is just terrible news all around. It's like there is no good news in this at all.
It is a little bit speechless type of deal. Like we've got so much to talk about, but I don't really know what to say on some of it because it's so disheartening. And like I said, I feel like we're thinking of the last 10 years, but realistically going back, I don't think there has been such a detriment to the industry more than this.
It's such a shame as well because like with marketing for the PS4, they literally were like, here's how you share the game on PS4. Like I saw the ad after this was announced.
Yeah,
because people reposting it. It's like they're
like
just
how
handing the game
like
over.
Yeah,
it's like what the fuck.
Yeah, because that's when Xbox were like, you're not going to be able to use.
You're not got everything
pre-owned games, or you're not going to be able to.
Well, that's the other thing with this. The secondhand market's just gone.
I'm going to be completely honest. I feel like the secondhand market for games has been floundering for the last decade.
It has been for sure.
It was definitely a bigger thing in the just the 2000s to the early 2010s. I feel like when the PS4 really got its stride, that's when it started to really die off.
You're not wrong.
Because a lot of those online, to be fair, a lot of those online marketplaces started having good deals. Like the PlayStation Network has pretty good prices.
For some stuff.
No, it does. I mean, as someone who goes on, I was looking last night, there was a game 75% off. They're like as good as Steam deals a lot of the time. I mean, you don't have a PlayStation to look at them.
I do.
Do you have a PS5?
I've got a PS4. It's the same network.
You just got on it. And no, there's different games on them like available. Like I'm looking at new games. You can attest.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes I just go through them.
There's insane deals on there. And it's the PS3 and like the original Xbox Live 360, never a discount. Yeah. Everything was always $1 billion. It would just cost a bomb. Now, like last night, there was a few games I was like, hurry out, I might get that. That's a really good deal. Oh, that's a really good deal. That's a really good deal. Doesn't justify this change.
No, it does not.
But you're right. It's bad. And like we're saying, games retail is probably going to disappear. And then, it does suck that second-hand games won't be a thing. I think for me, it would be more annoying. It's like, not that I do it that much, but it's not like, oh, I've got this game, give it to my mate to try out. Which we tried to get with you when you bought all of those PS4 games a while ago and you just didn't want them because you wanted to own them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Come on, say something. This can't be Tom.
It's really bad. I hate it. Like I like having my games collection. I've got a big one. Like it's like
I've got a big one, bro.
Yeah.
Wait, chill out.
No, it's like I got a lot of games on. I like buying them on disc. The only downside is like that I can't just play it when I want. I have to put the game in. But
I honestly, biggest first world problem.
First world problem.
That's probably the thing I do like about digital the most is that it's like, oh, I can just click it and it's in there. I don't have to get up and put a disc in. I know it sounds bad.
Yeah. Also, it's like it loads quicker. I'd just rather have it.
Loads quicker. I feel like it's the same.
I mean, downloads quicker.
Yeah. Downloads quicker for sure because there's a large chunk that's on that disc.
Yes.
The other thing that this really affects is from now on, since Sony won't be selling physical games anymore, are games going to be more expensive? Because at least here in Australia, and I don't know if it's the case overseas, a new game in Australia, let's say it's a PS5 game, around 89 to 110 on launch. Generally, that's how much it will be.
If it's a first-party title, sometimes it'll be like 119, if not more.
Yeah, but a lot of shops will have $10, $20 off the first few days. There'll be a lot of reason to go and buy a physical disc besides physically having it. On the PlayStation Network, a lot of the time, they're $125, $130.
And they depreciate with age. Like you go and buy buy God of War Ragnarok at the moment, it's what, $60 or something? It's what?
They come down a bit. Yeah, we'll go between like 80 to like $49 type of deal.
Monster Hunter was like $20 like 2 weeks ago. The newest one.
Yeah, but like even when they're not on sale, I mean, like older games are going to depreciate in a physical store because they want the stock to move. Doesn't do that on the digital store, right? Because they don't give a shit.
Yeah.
No, it's
going to be like with Nintendo's online store, but Nintendo games in general, all the first party ones, how they just don't go down in price.
Again, I'll be fair, like there is crazy deals on some of those games on the PlayStation Network. Like I've seen God of War Ragnarok for like $30.
Okay,
$25
on sale, sure.
No, but that's what I was just about to say. Is its normal price will be more than what it is in shops. Chill out. But yeah, that sucks. It's gonna really block a lot of people from buying games now because it's gonna cost so much more. And then the other thing is, a couple things on here. I saw that SanDisk, their officially licensed PS5 SSDs, cost more than the PS5 Pro. So if you want to buy another SSD to put into your console, which you're going to need now, unless you have got good internet and you're willing to delete all your shit all the time, it's going to cost you double what the original console is.
Yeah, which for those who aren't aware of it, the PS5 Pro is $13.99 in most stores at the moment.
Australia.
Yeah, Australia stores. Yep. So was it the SanDisk?
I think the SanDisk one, and I believe it's a 2 terabyte it was up there. Well, let me have a quick look.
It's going to be like $1,500. Like,
yeah, I'll have a look in here, and you guys have a look.
While you look it up, I've had a lot of people come up to me and talk about. We were talking about your hard drive the other day about like how it's gone from $300 to $1,400.
Yeah, $364 I paid for it. Yeah.
Yeah, like that. This is that sort of same thing where like these drives were not that expensive 2 to 4 years ago.
No.
Like they were nothing near like that. COVID had a big impact on it, and now like all the AI data centers like just grabbing all of them that they can. The prices for these things have skyrocketed.
I'm struggling to see find the SanDisk one, but here's a Western Digital one at JB Hi-Fi. A 1 terabyte is $529. So if you want a 2 terabyte, that's going to be more than a PlayStation 5 and getting very close to the price of a PS5 Pro, because I think the 2 terabyte might actually be not just double.
I think our workplace, when we got them, like they were only $299 when they first came out.
Something like that, yeah.
It's just like the PlayStation and Xbox was meant to be the cheaper alternative to PC and the easy access one. But like getting rid of physical games, and which like you don't need Wi-Fi to play, and making everything so fucking expensive. It's just completely what's the point?
You are killing
what's the point not just to get a PC? Like even as a beginner gamer, or like all that kind of stuff.
Okay, so SanDisk announced a new line of SSDs with a heatsink for the PlayStation, or it looks like they're for the PlayStation. Yep. Yeah, SanDisk's announced a new line of SSDs for the PlayStation. The 8 terabyte model cost $3,828 American, which is $3,000 more than the PlayStation itself.
That's probably like
that's
$5,000.
more than the PS5 Pro itself. Yeah.
Yeah. This seems like that's a lot of storage. It is, but the problem now, if all of your games have to go digital, you need something that's going to be maybe not that large, but large to hold them if you want to be able to play them.
Yep. Something someone else pointed out on this What happens if your account gets banned or you lose access to your account for some reason? It's just gone.
Yeah,
Like you don't have access to that digital content
You've
anymore.
bought all this stuff and it's now just gone.
Yeah.
It's terrible. I think that drive that I was showing you a while ago, like the FireCuda 20 terabyte thing, I think there's going to be a lot of those bought. SanDisk have got a no, not SanDisk, Western Digital have got a like a 20 terabyte hard drive. It's a gaming hard drive, which you can't play games off of the PS5, but you can store games on it and then move them across, can't you?
Yes. PS4 games, I think you can play from
off
it.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
But PS5 games you can't. No.
Yeah. So it's a 20 terabyte drive and that's like $1,000. So that would hold everything you got.
Oh, yeah.
But that's $1,000.
Yeah, no.
That's a lot of money.
Yes.
I'm looking at that drive as a cold storage drive for my video stuff because I go through hundreds of gigabytes. But man, it's so tough.
It's the sort of thing where it's like, it's not a case of little Timmy being able to like scrape up his pocket money every week and then, in 6 weeks he can go buy a new game. This is like, hey, you've saved all your pocket money and you've gotten all your birthday money and your Christmas money. You might be able to afford the space to get a couple of new games the year after.
Yeah, you're going to have to delete them. This is going to be, now that you won't be able to buy physical games and there's going to be such a shortage of space on your console because these big games are big. What if you've got siblings that want to share a console and want to play different games?
Oh, yeah.
What happens then? It's like, one of them wants, realistically, they're not going to have like Battlefield and COD both installed and one of them only wants to play the other one. But they're examples of games that are like hundreds of gigabytes. If you got a base PlayStation, you can maybe get 2 on there, maybe 3 games.
Not to mention once the GTA 6 comes out and dad's like, hey, I want to store my games on the family PlayStation. Kids can get screwed.
Yep. I know it's very doom and gloom, but I can't see any positives in this.
There isn't any. There's no positives for the end user or the consumer at this point. It's all just like, hey, this is just money, more money in PlayStation executives' pockets. Yep. That's the only person who's coming out ahead.
So obviously online, with this announcement that Sony's no longer making discs, online there has been probably the most uproar I've seen about any sort of decision in the gaming industry ever. Like, it has been bad, and I think it's well and truly completely fair that people are up in arms because it affects everyone and bad. Like, another thing that this is going to affect and has already been a problem for people, this is now going to, SSD demand is going to go through the roof even more now. It'd be people who do content, video creation have already been buying a ton of them to try and get them before they go up even more. People who are building PCs have been trying to buy their internal sticks, and that's been going up. All these data farms, render farms, fucking like all the AI shit, buying all the SSD and the RAM. These SSDs now, because now you're going to have the general public gamer want to buy them before they all disappear, the price is going to go back up even more.
Yeah.
And it's even sadder. It's like, what the fuck do you do? Like, we talked about this a couple months ago, is gaming becoming unaffordable? Now, yes, it is. Like, imagine being a kid, like when we were kids, it was like you saved up and you bought a game maybe you got one for Christmas, birthday type of thing. You might have saved up to buy one or two a year.
You played those games for 6 months, if not longer, because that was the newest thing you had.
Well, it's not even that. It's like, that's for the years, maybe a couple $100 between the stuff given to you by your parents and you buying and saving up.
Yep.
I think
that's nothing now.
I think if Skylanders came out today, I would not be able to afford all the Skylanders I bought as a child.
No.
Yeah. It's like,
no, but you wouldn't be able to afford the space on the console to buy the game and play it.
Yeah, it's fucked.
Maybe my PS2 memory cards have gone up in price there.
Yeah, do you have any gigabyte ones?
No, I don't think. Was there gigabyte ones?
Like, I thought they were like third party or something.
8 megabyte ones. So
I thought like there was maybe it was towards the end of it. Like there was like a 1 gigabyte one.
I don't think you would have needed a gigabyte one. The save files were so small.
I think the largest you might have seen was like 128 megabytes, maybe, or 256, maybe.
Maybe,
but that might have been bytes instead of
Yeah, no,
megabytes.
on the
Yes.
original PlayStation it was bytes, not
Yeah.
megabytes. To be fair, the original fat PlayStation had a slot for a hard drive. On the back, you had like an expansion port you could put a hard drive in, and that's how a lot of people modded them. They had it on the original PlayStation. They would download games and have it on there, and they would run emulation software, just pirated games. I saw people doing that. There's videos of people doing it in the early 2000s. That's like early days of a lot of that stuff. The other thing is, so with obviously everything going physical now, and we don't have digital copies of these games, or we only have digital copies of these games, not have physical. I feel like PlayStation, Sony have probably had this in the cards for quite a while. And in my opinion, I think GTA was the catalyst for them to be like, yep, let's just do it now. Rip the Band-Aid off while there is the big announcement of something going like this.
Yeah.
Do you guys have the same opinion of
Yeah,
that?
because they've announced that GTA is already going to be all digital.
Yes.
So they've just been like, oh, well, GTA is still selling. Everything else will sell as well.
Yep.
They've pulled one of those moves.
Yeah, they've had it. You're right. They've had it in the cards for a while. They've soft launched it with like, hey, how do they react to the biggest game of 2026? Like, what's the, well, not even 2026, the biggest game of the last decade.
It will be. Yeah.
What's the reaction to that being digital only? Oh, that wasn't too bad. All right, rip the rest of it.
It was bad, but it was enough where they're probably like, yeah, that's good enough.
Yeah.
No,
they've been like planning this, talking about this, putting this into like, yeah, this is how we're going to do that. This has been in the works for a while.
Yes.
This is not something you just do.
On a whim. Yeah.
Let's do this starting tomorrow. Like, no.
No. It also sort of makes me feel like their new console's probably going to be in the next couple of years with them not doing discs anymore, and they've announced a date for it. The next PlayStation, I cannot see it having a disc drive.
I also can't see it selling for like the first 5 years because it's going to be way too expensive.
People still buy it. But
I know
you're
people will
right.
still
It won't be
like,
PS5 levels.
It's going to be like, I think it's going to, because PS5 still sells well, like
yeah.
all that kind of stuff. It's going to be, I reckon it's going to be worse with people sticking with their PS5 than it was sticking with their PS4.
With the 4?
Yeah.
Yes, I agree.
It's like, it was fair that people stuck with the 4 for a while, but now it's like
I feel
people
like
are
a lot of people
upgrading.
don't feel like they've even gotten to the heights of what their 5 can do yet because
Yeah.
it's so delayed. I think a lot of people were this console's worth it time was when GTA comes out for the PS5 and then the Xbox. But
Like-
I don't know. Well, with that on the other end of it, so we've got roughly about 18 months till of physical games being produced. Do you think physical game demand is going to go up in that time because people realize they're not going to make them anymore?
Yes.
Yeah.
Probably.
I
Yeah.
feel like basically any release of games now will be a hot commodity.
You will also see scalpers start jumping on it as well.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
they're going to look at it and go, oh, this is now a timed thing until these are hard to find. They're going to grab those in bulk and then just flip them online for like, hey, do you want a copy of NBA 2025? Well, guess what? I've got them. Like, people aren't going to care they're going to care what the games are, but like, there's going to be games there where it's like, these are now hard to find games, so they're worth something.
I wonder if Sony's going to stop making their first party things that they're publishing like with discs earlier.
I don't know.
Like, is God of War Leve going to be just digital? Stellar Blade's the other one I can think of coming out. Wolverine, maybe? Well, that's got a disc because we already know that.
Yeah, I think it will be just from that date.
Yeah.
I think, I can't see them. They'll be.
Because they've already started putting codes in their deluxe editions. Like my Ghost of Yote one only came with a code.
Yeah, that was a bit of a joke that
Yeah.
you only got a code for that.
Yeah. Like, it's really cool deluxe edition, but it should have been a disc.
It should have been.
Paid a lot of fucking money for that.
Yeah. Yeah, and you still don't get the disc. That does my head in.
Yeah.
God, imagine if that's the draw card for physical editions from now on.
It'll get
It
a
comes
disc.
with a physical disc.
Yeah, well,
I mean, some of them just come with a steelbook, and that's already a pretty big draw.
I mean, yeah, but like, if it's like, oh, cool, the next God of War is going to like, it's just all digital. unless you buy the collector's edition, which comes with a physical disc.
They're getting rid of the Steelbook collection as well.
Yeah.
I'm going to be completely honest. I never gave a shit about steelbooks.
I know. It's not that big a deal, but it makes me a bit sad.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that's sad.
I mean, I still wish I had my Halo 2 steelbook. That makes me very sad. I don't have that.
That one is different.
I know.
That one was different. That one I do agree with you. I have thought of one good reason why discs can go away. There won't be these fucking companies grading games anymore, new games, and ripping people off. That's the only thing I can think of.
Wait, what? Hang on, I need some context with this. I don't know what's.
It's like similar to how like some companies will grade Pokemon cards.
Oh yeah.
There are companies out there that grade the condition of pre-owned games.
What are games? And like they have completely inflated the market. And there's games that used to be easy to buy secondhand, and are no longer easy to find because people have been grading them. Apparently, they're worth a lot more now.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
If the game runs, it's in good condition.
Yeah, I know. But if it's in box and all this stuff, it's like, it's a 9.6 out of 10. So now this game that used to be a couple $100 is now $20,000.
That's fucking stupid.
Yeah, I mean, like, I understand it. Like, it's nice to have like an old game in a box and like, or a console, blah, blah, blah. But they were ridiculous prices. But what were we talking about before?
Collector's editions, steelbooks are going away. Shit's fucked.
No, shit is fucked. The other announcement that Sony made at the same time, I actually read this one first, is that so Sony announced obviously they're not going to make these physical game discs anymore as of January 2028. They also announced at the same time that the PlayStation 3 and the Vita store is closing in 2026 in some regions, and then, so this year, and then in other regions it's next year.
Yeah.
That just makes this even worse because now the PS3 store was open for 21 years or something.
Yeah, they already tried to close it once. People reacted badly, so they kept it open for a bit longer.
But it's more like, well, this was such bad timing for this. Why are you announcing that everything is going digital, and in the same sentence, we're also closing these other digital stores?
The last couple of weeks from Sony have been like, other than like, hey, here's some Wolverine stuff, here's some GTA 6 stuff. Other than that, it's all been bad. Hey, we're delisting 550 movies. Hey, we're not going to produce physical games anymore. Hey, guess what? We're now delisting all this stuff off the PS3.
Well, there's more, but we'll
store.
talk about that in a sec. The one thing I told you before.
Yeah, like it's bad. Just like there hasn't been a good thing that they've said in the last, 6 weeks?
Since the since the game announcements.
Yeah.
Since for the last 5 years, it's been like Xbox on a major decline. And then out of fucking nowhere, Sony has just shot themselves in the foot like 6 times in a row, and Xbox looks good again.
Sony's like watched the nosedive and gone, hold my beer. Yeah.
Yes.
It's fucking like they've just done everything Xbox has done wrong in the span of like 2 months.
Yep. And you know what? I was saying this to Brock. I doubt they're going to do this, but do you think Xbox, Asher Sharma, the new CEO of Xbox, sees this backlash from the discs and be like, fuck it, let's make that our selling point now. We're going to make discs on our next console. I feel like I know. I agree with you. I don't think they're going to because
do you want me to talk during this episode?
Well, I was still talking.
Shut
the fuck up. Thank you. We already talked about this, so you know what I'm going to say. I don't feel like they will because they've already been sort of going everything digital.
Yes.
Yeah, but this would be the opportunity for it. It would be probably a big shift.
It is the opportunity, but they're not going to take it.
I mean, this new lady, she seems to...
She like Asha Sharma,
she seems to be pretty on it what people like actually kind of want.
Yeah, and people are dogging on her for all these other decisions, which I don't think are really her fault. Like closing these studios.
Closures,
Yeah, which I think that was a long time
That's
coming.
more a Microsoft thing as opposed to an Xbox thing.
Yeah, and also I think they were already circling the drain, and she's like, "We're doing it now. We've got to restart. It sucks, but we've got to do it to try and keep the company afloat." But yeah, if Xbox decided to do a physical games next console, I do see people jumping ship to Xbox, which has not happened since the 360.
I've seen people touting this as a win for Nintendo as well, because they're like, oh, just Nintendo, like they might have pulled back a little bit because they're only selling us the cartridges that are just a game key on a cartridge, but they're still giving us cartridges. Like, that's not a win. A win would be if the cartridge has the full game.
Has the full
game key cartridge. It's only a halfway point. It's not like, yes, you can trade it to a friend. Yes, you can.
That's almost
sell
worse.
Blah, blah. But it's still not the physical. Well, it's never going to be the physical. It's not the game code on a physical media that you own. You're never going to own.
That's not the game. You can't go into any console that's not connected to the internet, put it in, and just play it.
Yes, you're not going you're never going to own the software. Never.
No.
The copyright thing for it is like you don't own that ever, but you own the physical media that the software is on, and that gives you. I mean, I was saying before, reading out the thing too, it gives you certain rights in terms of being able to gift it to people. You can inherit a game collection. You can give it away. You can trade it in. You can do all this other stuff with it. You have rights when you own the physical media. You don't when it's just like, oh yeah, I own my account. Like, you don't own your account.
No.
They own the account.
Well,
you paid them money for a figment of a thing.
That's what the other thing I was going to say on here is that I feel like with every new bit of media coming out, you no longer own anything.
Yeah.
And it's not even the subscription models and stuff, which is massive, and I hate it. And I feel like everyone does. But you buy something, and at a drop of a hat, they will be able to take it away from you.
Oh, but I own the storage drive it's all stored on. No. We just went through that they're expensive to own. No one's going to be able to own them anyway. It's going to be, I need to delete these games in order to get this one new one.
And I feel like, because this already happened with PC gaming a long time ago. There still is physical copies of PC games. It is so rare, though. It's hard to find them, but there wasn't this type of backlash because it was slowly integrated over such a long time and done so well. 95% by Valve.
Yeah.
If Valve wasn't around, the people, I feel like, would still be using game discs on PC for a lot longer. And also the industry shifted. Like, people, who do you know anyone that has a CD reader or DVD reader in their PC?
No.
Do you? Not the one that I gave you.
I added one to it.
You're a freak. What the fuck do you use that for?
Archiving.
He's burning shit on there.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah. He's doing some 4-letter words with that shit.
No, I was actually probably going to take it out again because I was going to put more actual hard drives in.
You're going to have to now. Yeah.
I need the physical space for them. Yeah. What was I going to say? I was going to say something else as well, and it was going to be really cool and epic. And
it'd be nice if
that sounds like something I would say.
Yes, I'm basically quoting you word for word.
It'd be nice if they can make games smaller now that all the hard drive shit costs more.
They're not,
We talked about this. Do you think they're going to try and condense stuff? Because it will be. Now it's going to be developers. It won't be, can we make the best game? Can we make the most optimized to fit on a smaller download packet? Because it's a commodity now to have hard drive space.
Yeah. Actually, sorry, you've just reminded me what I was going to say in terms of like how well the switch from physical to digital for computer was. Computers, I think it's always been just accepted that they're connected to the internet. Whereas plenty of consoles up until, like, in my mind, more current ages, there's still been plenty of consoles that have been like disconnected from the internet. It's like, oh yeah, they can go in the kids' rumpus room. Like we just buy the disc, and if that needs to be connected to the internet, we'll drag it out, connect it while it needs to be, and then put it back in the kids' room. There's computers for the last, 15 years, if it's a gaming PC, it's just accepted that it's being connected to the internet.
I don't even think that's the thing. Like, I feel like consoles have been inherently a connected internet device since at least 2010. Like, I don't know anyone who doesn't really have one connected to the internet.
I'd say confidently with the PS4 and Xbox One is when they were 100%.
Yeah.
Because I didn't really use the live settings on my PS3 or Xbox 360.
Yeah, I knew a lot of people in that generation that didn't.
Yes.
It felt like you were missing out on so much if you didn't have your PlayStation 4 or your Xbox One connected to the internet.
I guess my like perception, I was like severely skewed, I guess, just because I grew up in the country. So it's like, obviously my GameCube wasn't connected to it, but like my Wii was never connected to the internet.
But that's the same. That's the same with us. I don't think that was the thing. It was very much 2010s, PS4, Xbox One. But you got to think that's 16 years ago now, ish, around that sort of time. A lot of people had their 360s connected and PS3s, but a lot of people didn't. That next generation, though, I feel like you're missing out on a lot if you didn't have your, I don't even know what generation it was called at that point, but the PS4s and the Xbox Ones connected, you were missing out on a lot.
5th generation? 6th
generation? We'll leave it. Yeah. But I don't agree with the thing that was connected to the internet. You're right, though, that it was for a gaming PC. You're not going to have it. I don't know anyone who's ever bought a gaming PC and it hasn't been connected to the internet.
I mean,
it's an essential part of it.
For the first couple of years, but that's just because my bedroom was out in the shed and we didn't have the internet out there. It was the internet just went to the main house.
But you had to connect it to get games and things like that. Oh, well, you had physical discs as well.
I had physical discs. I didn't need the internet. Yeah.
But I feel like because of the integration of Steam over, at this point, it came out the same day Half-Life 2 did. So 22 years Steam's been around. Jesus. And then they started publishing non-Valve games, I think a year or two in, so about 20 years. In that time, it slowly built up and it just made more sense. And it was easier to get hard drive space and it just made sense. Like, it was a thing where it wasn't super ingrained that it was always needed to be a disc.
Yeah.
And that was an option that didn't cost a lot more, or it would usually be a little bit less. And I can see why that wasn't a thing. And also because Valve has monopolized it. They've been so good with that. It's only been the publishers and developers who delist. And also, if your account or if you are connected to the internet, you can still play stuff. I mean, there was a time where you couldn't. But a lot of the problems that people will have about not having a physical game isn't there with a lot of the stuff when it comes to PC gaming. Where with this, it is people who collect. Like, people aren't. I don't see many people who are collectors who collect PC games. It's always console
they don't
games.
Release them.
No, but even older stuff. It's usually, I mean, maybe some stuff from the 90s, but it was always like older console stuff. And that's like, here's the dedicated machine for that, blah, blah, blah. You can always download the software and it's going to be, I think the big thing with PC games is because everyone is connected all the time, you're going to be able to torrent the game. There's going to be archives to be able to download it years later. I can still find a copy of the original Doom, and have that installed on my computer. There's ways around it where on PlayStation Network, if that went down for whatever reason, we don't have access to get that stuff. We don't have the files.
Especially since they're going to stop releasing their first-party games on other consoles and Steam now.
Yes.
If for some reason, Sony or Insomniac lost the license to Marvel shit, Wolverine will probably just be a lost media. Lost media, like the old Deadpool game.
Yes, yeah. I mean, that was a physical game as well.
Yeah, which is why you can still see shit actually played. Well, Wolverine will be a physical game, I guess, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, exactly. If they at that point was a digital only game, it's like you kind of cooked.
Or if afterwards they release another Marvel game and then lose the license.
Yeah,
it's
like
gone.
that. I don't know if that Arc System Works a Marvel fighting game is going to be physical. I think it is. I think it's coming out soon enough.
Did they release a physical copy of
was?
What?
Did they release a physical copy of Guilty Gear or Fighters?
No idea. I haven't kept of what Dragon Ball Z Fighters.
I've
got
okay, then.
I mean, that was a while ago.
It was ages ago.
So yeah, I mean, I don't think there was anything that was only digital back then that I can think of besides indie games. But the fact that they announced the PS3 and Vita shop closing at the same time as this announcement, I think was such a bad move.
Yeah.
The other thing, and this is something that I told Brock, and this has been going underneath the radar. So PlayStation is no longer making physical games. Sony and PlayStation have announced that in their terms of service or whatever, that if you don't access your PlayStation account for 3 years, you'll be sent an email saying you've got 6 months to respond to that email to keep your account activated. If you don't, your account is deleted. Every single item you have on there is done. It is irreversible. So essentially, you can lose everything if you don't access your account for 3 years. That is a fucking joke.
It is.
What
and
a fucking joke.
For the people going, oh, but you'll access it within 3 years. But like, it's irrelevant. Doesn't matter.
That's not the point.
Yeah. Like, there's no reason for them to do this. It's not going to be, oh, we're running out of storage space for all these accounts as well. It's like, that's not how they work. It's literally, it's a spreadsheet list you've got somewhere of, here is Zach so-and-so. Here are the games that this account is allowed to download. Here are the achievements that are stored for this. It's all just a spreadsheet. It's not, oh,
That's
God,
like saying, you don't access one of your bank accounts for 3 years, we're taking the money.
Yeah.
Legitimately, it's like, what do you mean? Like, I understand 3 years is a long time, and you probably will touch that account in that time. But if Sony is able to just delete accounts in 3.5 years with inactivity, if this was a thing 10 years ago, I would have had my PlayStation account deleted, and I would have had my Xbox account deleted if they had done the same thing. Because there was a time where when I only played 360, I only played Xbox, and I didn't have access to a PlayStation, didn't have access to my account. That would have gone. And then when I went into PS4, I didn't touch my 360 for probably about 4 or 5 years, and I didn't have any other Xbox. I would have lost that account.
Yeah. Same for my 360 account.
What a joke. There's times, I mean, like a very, very out there, but if PlayStation can delete your account for 3 years of inactivity, as if this is going to happen, but imagine if you were in an accident, coma, something like that, and you come out, I want to play GTA 6. Completely destroyed.
Yeah.
Epic Gamer 43 has been destroyed. I
can't see this being allowed by, like, I'm sure there's some countries where it's going to go over without, much fight back. But under like ACCC laws, under the UK's laws, I don't see this going through just like, yep, this is how it is now. And there not being massive pushback on it.
Most of the Euro Court as well, they'll hate that. Yeah. Like the European Union will push back on this kind of shit straight away.
I feel like it will be the ACCC.
You reckon?
Like, please, ACCC. Like, if PlayStation goes ahead, or if they implement the deleting your account after 3 years of inactivity or 3.5 years or whatever it is, please step in. They're the reason that we can get refunds on Steam.
Yeah.
They're the reason that it's in Australian dollars now. There's a bunch of stuff that the ACCC did that affected the companies, and they did it worldwide.
Yeah.
Please.
And
please.
And if PlayStation is allowed to do this, it really, really cements the fact that you do not own any of these things that you have purchased anymore.
Yeah. It's really fucked.
Because if you've purchased this stuff and they're allowed to go, cool, you haven't accessed this in a couple of years, we're just going to remove access to it entirely, and you just don't own it anymore. Like, I've got books on my bookshelves that I haven't read in like 15 years. I can still take them down and read them at any point. It's not like someone comes to my house and goes, yeah, we're just here to check what books you haven't read in 3 years, and we're just going to take them away if you don't use them.
And I don't want to hear the bullshit of being like, oh, you're not a real gamer if you don't touch your PlayStation account for 3 years, so it's okay if Sony deletes it. There's people who have things go on in their life. Life gets busy. You get married, you have kids, whatever. Big things happen, and your hobby that used to be your world is no longer your world, and you don't touch it anymore. And there's a point where you'll come back. I know a lot of people who used to be massive gamers, stopped being gamers, and came back decade later.
Yep.
If you came back and everything you had achieved up to that point is now gone, disheartening. Maybe you don't want to jump back into this hobby.
Also,
I've got to buy all this shit again.
Also, if you come back and find out that upwards of like $5,000 that you spent on games is just gone.
That's what I mean.
Like, yeah, fucked up.
It's a joke. It's a fucking joke. I can't believe they're doing this. Like you said, Zach, Sony has shot themselves in the fucking foot. This is the worst performance I've seen from a big company in years. And Sony sort of coasted along. They were never like they can do no wrong, or like Sony just was sort of there, and they had their highs and they had some lows, but it sort of was there. This is a joke. This is bad.
They basically just like went from not changing anything for ages or nothing serious that no one gave a shit about to being like, fuck all our consumers.
The last big bad thing I can remember them copping flack over was the Helldivers thing with the PSN network.
Oh, that's nothing compared
I know,
to this.
but that's what I mean. Like, that's the last thing I can remember where people were actually like, hey, hang on. This ain't on.
Yeah.
This isn't even just another level. This is an entirely different just dimension of what the fuckery. What are you doing?
Yeah.
I don't know. This is a very negative episode, but I think that's just what it is at the moment. And you
this entire episode, we're just gonna have a funeral dirge playing like instead of our normal thing, honestly. It's it makes me so sad. It makes me so angry that I can't like there's nothing you can do really at our level either.
And I mean, and the thing with you though is you don't have much invested in this. You've got a PS4, but do you have many digital games? Do you have much? It doesn't affect you as much. It doesn't affect you. I mean, not having physical games anymore will affect you, but there's a lot of people who are even more entrenched. Like, imagine if your Steam library was a PlayStation library of games.
Yes.
Now that it's going to be gone.
Yep.
Like, if you, for whatever reason, if you were gone for 3 years and they sent that email out.
Which there's been points where that's happened where, like, there was a good point of, like, maybe... would it be close to 3 years, 2.5 maybe, where my previous computer had died and so I was stuck using Laura's laptop for a while and I wasn't installing Steam on it. That was her computer that she was like running to and from uni.
Oh yeah.
And so I installed like a few small just .exes and stuff on there. Like they were just files you could transfer, just drag them off from there to there and just run it from there.
Yeah.
It's
You know, if I lost my PlayStation library, I would be quite upset.
Yeah, I would as well. I've got a fair bit of stuff on there now.
There is a lot of games on that. I can probably get up how many it actually is, but it's a lot.
And if PlayStation is allowed to get away with this, how long is it till the other two big gaming, like Nintendo and Xbox, how long is it till they do it?
Nintendo will jump on it as soon as they can if they get away with it.
Yeah, honestly, I could see that. This is Xbox time to shine and go back to what they were. This is the time for them to be the hip, cool new thing that is for the consumer.
And not just them, it's Nintendo's time to...
They won't though.
I know they won't, but I'm saying like it's their time to go, hey, look, we are different to the others. We're not just the family-friendly console. We're also the consumer-friendly console. We're the one that like, we want the end user to like us. But 100% for Xbox, it's their moment to win back that PlayStation versus Xbox crown. Which one's better?
Which that argument, the console wars idea, has been a fart in the wind for about 5-6 years now. There was not a competition with these new consoles. PlayStation won out of the gate. There was no appeal for Xbox. Microsoft and Xbox now have been making some moves to make it a lot more appealing to be a gamer on their platform. And if they can do, honestly, just the opposite, the bare minimum of Sony, they won't delete your games or your account after 3 years of inactivity. They still make physical games. They won't shut down their old marketplaces. Or I think they already sort of have I think the original Xbox Live marketplace is integrated into the newer one. So it's not like you can't go on the 360 and download stuff, but I think all those libraries are still there.
I think with Xbox you can't like go use the old libraries, but they also have a lot more of their old games playable on the new console compared to PlayStation.
You can download a lot of 360 games onto the Xbox One and the One X and all that stuff.
Yes, you can.
If Xbox plays this right, they could come back. And I really hope that there hasn't been stuff in motion behind the scenes to prevent this, like their new console going completely digital, which that probably will happen, sadly. But this is the time for Asha Sharma to do the biggest power play and basically be like, no, fuck it, we're going to be for the gamers, which I won't lie, going off of what she's done in the last 3-4 months, it seems like that's what her goal is.
Which, I mean, if she does do that, it'd be good for everyone. Because then if it goes well, then PlayStation's going to be like, oh, fuck, no one's bought our console. And then, like, just back up on everything. Well, not everything, but...
Sony's a little bit weird with that. I wouldn't be surprised if they just like, no, we're just going to keep doing this. But no, if if Xbox plays it right and this next console that they do does the opposite of what Sony does, it has a disk drive, they don't do all this BS account stuff that Sony's doing, I don't have allegiance to PlayStation anymore. There's no real reason to buy a PlayStation over a Xbox just because the games, I mean, there's God of War there, which is cool, but I'm not enough that's making me buy a console. I might buy an Xbox, and I haven't thought about that in 15 years.
Yeah.
And they've got a time to do that, and I feel like a lot of people will. The only thing that kept a lot of people on PlayStation was like their friends played it, and the PS4 had so many good exclusives.
The PS4 was just goated.
The 5 though, it's like it sort of just coasted along. If Sony didn't do all this bullshit, I would have just bought another PlayStation. Like there would be no reason. But now it's like I will support the little guy, which is funny to say since it's fucking Microsoft.
Yeah.
But man, it's a very strange time.
How do you make yourself look worse than Nintendo?
Yeah.
Seriously. How? It's really impressive.
Well, okay, going back a little bit, do we think with all these things that PlayStation's doing, like getting rid of physical games, do we think Xbox and Nintendo will follow suit in the next couple of years?
I think there's a good chance Nintendo does it pretty quick.
Yeah. If PlayStation doesn't cop enough flack for it, Nintendo 100% will be going through with like, oh yeah, it's all just digital now.
Yeah, we want to charge you $140 for our mainline titles again.
Yep.
And
you know what? I mean, Nintendo has been putting a big focus on those micro SD cards and having a lot more digital focus on their platforms since the Switch.
Yeah.
So I could see them doing it and being like, oh, it's a lot easier. Micro SD cards are a lot cheaper than SSDs and blah, blah, blah. It's like, we're still going to be cheaper our end. And I could see them doing it though. And honestly, I feel like
the online experience with Nintendo though is just horrible.
I can't download shit off my phone. It pisses me off. I want to just like with PlayStation, you know how you can just download the game from your phone.
That's always good.
Can't do that with Nintendo.
You can barely do it on the actual console.
It's fucking
because it's full of AI slop and the marketplace is horrible.
True. You know how like you
horribly
actually,
optimized.
when you look through the PlayStation store, there's actual games that you like, oh yeah, I might get that. Like the whole time, the Nintendo one, you can't like scroll through. It needs to be, you need to know what you're looking for.
I had friends around and we like had a very quick game of how much of this is AI slop. We scrolled past, I think, about like 50 titles.
Yeah.
A good, I'm going to say 30, if not higher, of those 50. The thumbnail is just AI slop. I was just like, I don't want to play these games.
I mean, that's kind of been a Nintendo problem for years, though. Shovelware was all over the Wii as well.
Shovelware was really, really bad. But this is like just another level of just un-effort.
I will say PlayStation has also, not to the Nintendo level, been getting a lot of AI slop, BS, brain rot games.
Hang on. Did was it the... I feel like I saw a Tung 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 Sahur game.
Oh, there's a bunch. Actually, do we want to talk about that? Have you seen all the stuff?
Yeah, no, I remember looking, like, sometimes I just go through the store when I'm bored to be like, oh, what could I get today? And I think it was like the fucking Italian brain rot game thing. And it was just like shitty runner games or something on the PS5 that cost more than they should, which is nothing. But like...
No, but did you see all the stuff with the Italian brain rot stuff at the moment?
No.
So this is actually a fairly big news, is that I forget where this is going to court, but there is some people suing over the IP of Tung 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 Sahur.
Oh.
So do you know what Tung 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 Sahur is?
It's brain rot. I'm not going to know where it's from.
This would be the one that you would know. It's the most popular one out of all
I
of
know
them.
I know
Triple T.
the words. I just don't know what.
Tung 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 Sahur. So it's this guy here. You've seen that around?
I have, yeah.
Yeah. So
I didn't know what it was, but yeah.
That's probably the most popular of the Italian brain rot stuff at the moment. At the moment, there is a massive lawsuit because since it was developed by AI, who owns the IP to this? And the idea of Tung 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 Sahur is actually a like multi-million-dollar property now.
Yeah.
To the point it was in Fortnite. I think Epic Games licensed it from this company that owned the AI model that generated it. But now people are saying this is fair use because this was made by AI. No one actually owns this. The company who owns the AI model is trying to say it's theirs because it was created from their model. But there is some sort of lawsuit going at the moment to see who owns the right to Tung 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 Sahur, which sounds fucking dumb, but when money's involved now, and this could just be completely open to the public, of course someone's going to try and take it and say, no, it's ours. And it's putting up a very interesting idea is who owns stuff created by AI.
I feel like this is actually a much bigger deal than like you're making it out. Because if this is going through like the American court, once the decision is made on who owns this, that's going to set a standard for all other AI properties immediately after that.
Yes, it basically who owns a property, an IP created from AI.
Yeah, which like is not good.
Depending
on what the outcome is, if they decide that the people who made the AIs, the owners, like when it's not good because like it steals art styles and shit, makes art that's basically a carbon
from other
copy,
people.
It's going to be like, oh, I own this art now, I'm going to sell it, and then they'll probably like, they're big companies, they'll bully people who made the actual art to.
There's a bunch of problems that come from this.
There's going to be a lot of bullshit with that.
Yeah, so it's a very interesting lawsuit at the moment. I've seen it pop up a bunch of places. It's just like we're in the worst timeline. People make that joke all the time, but I feel like in the last few months, a lot of media, it's been going down the fucking drain.
It just reminds me of all the big Chungus stuff where it's like, oh, we own this, like who made this, blah, blah.
That's
like,
different. That's completely
that was made
different,
by like Jimquisition back in 2010. Like
no, it was
using they were using that for.
No, it's still by
multitude of
Warner
years.
Brothers because it was created by Warner Brothers. It's just they're putting different spin on it. This is a completely AI created character. This isn't me taking an image of you that I've doctored and it's the Gout Boy meme or whatever the fuck you want to call it. That with the big Chungus thing, that was just a still shot from a Looney Tunes cartoon.
Yeah, but no, the word Chungus, where they were just like, oh, we invented this thing. I was like, no, you didn't.
Well,
Stephanie Sterling was using that back in 2010,
yeah,
2009.
but then you know
whatever,
what?
like,
You probably find people on fucking 4chans talking about it on 4chan in like 2006. Like you can never, something like that. That's a single word. This isn't a full-on property. People aren't making money off the word Chungus. Like, it's a Tung 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 Sahur's in fucking Fortnite.
Yeah.
Like, who's getting that money from that? And a lot of money is going into that because I can tell you that was probably one of the most popular characters bought in Fortnite in a long time.
Probably.
Yeah. And there's so much from it. It's like I said, it's dystopian. And like we said, we don't own shit anymore. There was a couple other things I had on here. Brock, is there anything you wanted to say from your list? Because I'm getting pretty close to the end of mine already.
I got a couple of things on here. I mean, anyone who knows me wouldn't be surprised to know that, hey, guess what? It's Sonic's 35th anniversary this year. I'm happy this week because there's a whole bunch of merchandise. Not that I'm purchasing
Did anything get announced besides just buy this plastic?
They're announcing like a bunch of other projects they're doing, like animation projects and possible game stuff coming out. But
Generations 3?
no, they're going to be doing a anniversary collection of like there's a classic collection and a modern collection. Sadly, both of those collections miss out a whole bunch of stuff in the middle of those years. And also the classic collection isn't any of the, I mean, technically it is the classic games, but it's the modern collections of those classic games then bundled into further collections.
God.
Yeah.
Jesus.
But they're missing out all the stuff from like the Dreamcast, for example. They don't have Sonic Adventure 1 and 2.
Oh, that kind of
at all.
sucks.
That
is,
kind of
yeah.
sucks. I would actually
That is Sonic to me.
I would kind of consider buying it if I had those because I want to try those games.
Yeah,
Mostly Adventure 2.
Adventure 2 is pretty good. I really enjoy Adventure 2. But yeah, none of those are going to be on either of these collections. But yeah, 35 years of Sonic. Hooray.
Is there like 4 anniversaries going on this year? Because Pokemon's also on like their 35th or something, aren't they? Or 30th?
30th would be for
30th.
Pokemon.
30th.
Sonic was out a fair bit before.
And it's Atlas's like, or is it just Persona's 30th as well?
It'd be 30th for Persona as well, because I think Persona 1 on PS1 was 96, yeah.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, like so many anniversaries.
I mean, the
for
big ones
games.
would be Pokemon and Sonic.
Sonic.
I mean, Persona's big, but it's not.
I could have sworn it was a Mario one as well.
It was Mario 40th?
Yes.
No. Yeah, it was Mario
Yeah,
40th.
that's this year. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, honestly, I feel like they didn't do much
That's
for.
it.
That was just the big thing for the Galaxy 2 movie, which was a
Yeah.
disappointment.
That's a really big milestone for like
Yeah.
Mario.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
old
like,
as
that's the oldest, like, good series now. Like, there's not many other series that old at the moment. I mean, like, what's even close? I mean, you could say, like,
Legend of Zelda.
Zelda.
Legend of Zelda.
Zelda,
Is its 40th, I'm pretty sure. 35th.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's in it. That because they announced the Ocarina of Time thing because it was
Yes.
also an anniversary.
Donkey Kong, you could say, is as old as Mario because they appeared in
Technically
similar age.
older by technicality.
Yeah, older, actually.
Yeah,
because
because-
I don't think they even, a lot of the time, consider Jumpman to be Mario.
Yeah,
Yeah, true,
he's
true.
technically older, but it's also
It's same difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pac-Man, but I mean,
Pac-Man, but Pac-Man isn't like a big, like, it's a big IP, but not real.
he also hasn't had a like real game in.
he's
in a
appeared
long
in
time.
Smash Brothers. That's the latest,
Yeah.
big title.
It would be just some of those NES titles, like maybe like Castlevania and Metroid.
There is some Metroid news, but I'll do that in a moment.
Yeah, I mean, like Metal Gear's getting close to 40 years as well.
Jesus,
Alex
really?
Kidd. Although again, Alex Kidd hasn't been a
no
big
one
thing.
cares about Alex Kidd though.
Mega Man. I don't know if they make it. I don't think they're going to make a new one anytime soon.
Mega Man's one of those series where it has been going on for such a long time, but I don't think it's hit its prime for 20 years.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
like,
the X series was the prime of it.
Yeah, which was
And
PS1.
PS1 and PS2. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know any other old games.
It's really just like stuff like
The-
Metroid, Castlevania.
A
like-
series lasting that long in general is insane.
Yes.
Like, Final
You
Fantasy.
start looking, you'll find a heap of them. You're like, oh yeah,
yeah.
there's that one as well.
Yeah, Final
But
Fantasy
there's
as well.
nothing else that's like,
Ninja Gaiden is also really old. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's NES as well. But yeah.
But over to the Metroid news. A Brazilian ratings board has possibly leaked news of a new Metroid game. There's not much out on it at the moment other than just like, hey, this has been given a possible rating. It's supposedly called Metroid Ravenous. That's basically all we know right now. But
I feel like this is probably baloney. Not
reckon?
real. Yeah, that just came out. I'm pointing to our Metroid Prime 4th poster, the cutout thing. It's too recent
it
for
is
something to be
but
coming
this
out. Like a
is-
rating board, usually it's the game's coming out within the next 6 months type of deal. Like that's usually the step I feel like people say before they hear that it's gone gold, which is basically it's ready for release, because they're not rating a product that's not ready yet, because you need to rate something that's completed.
No, okay, I didn't say it's been given a rating. I said that they'd leaked it.
Yeah, but the rating board's not going to be told about something till it's ready to be looked at, essentially. They're not going to be like, okay, The Adventures of Tom 4, get ready, ESRB, because I'm going to make it. Like, it's the type of thing that they're not going to hear about it. You're right. I have heard games being leaked by rating boards before, but I feel like that's also the one where you hear a lot of the time. Yeah.
Cut forward to Christmas when Tom gets us all a copy of Adventures with Tom 4.
Yeah.
God, yeah.
Yeah, well, I'll make that. Yeah.
God, yeah.
Get ready for the next RPG Maker game.
Hell yeah. It's going to be the next Fear and Hunger 2.
Fear and Hunger 3. So there already is a 2, isn't there?
Yeah, I said the next one.
Why would you make Fear and Hunger 2 again?
Well, no,
Part 2.
Did either of you play Fear and Hunger?
no, I haven't.
Yeah, I feel like you definitely would have been looking at YouTube rabbit hole videos on Fear and Hunger.
I have seen some clips.
Have you?
Nah.
No. I've been tempted to buy that game and play it
so
before,
have I.
but I just never have.
Yeah. Did either of you, with the Steam sales going big at the moment and PlayStation does, did you guys buy anything?
I couldn't find anything I really wanted to play. I was very tempted on buying Sons of the Forest.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That was like $12-13 type of deal. And I was like, yeah, that could be cool. And I was going through a lot of these games and I was like, I'm not really feeling them. I think I'm also in that period where I know I'm about to buy Halo and I didn't want to buy anything just in case. The only thing that sort of tickled my fancy last night, and this was actually on the PlayStation Store, is I was tempted to buy Power World. I have
been eyeballing that on Steam. I went through my wish list and like was looking at all this stuff that's like 90% off, and I'm like, oh, that's been there for a while. I could get this now. Yeah, it's like under $10, and I could get this, I'll get that. Haven't bought anything. Main reason for me is that a lot of the games that I do sink a fair bit of time into right now, a lot of them have gotten very big updates. Like Ark just got a massive update in the last 2 days, and I'm just like, oh, okay, that's just going to take over stuff. Been playing Warframe, been playing 76. I'm playing other stuff that I'm just like, I don't have the time. Like I want to go back and play more Crimson Desert because I want to feel like I've put more into that.
Yep.
I just don't have the time. And I'm the same with you. I'm looking at the stuff that's coming out soon and I'm like, I need time for those. I can't buy other stuff at the same time.
I have reasons not to have bought any games recently.
What do you mean? I think it's the inverse, actually.
I had true. I had to pay car rego as well, though.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
That's very fair.
All right. I cut that short. We're back. Brock just had to go pee.
How was the piss, Brock?
Oh, it was amazing.
Nice.
One thing for you this week, Black Flag resynced.
Yeah, I still don't know if I'm going to get it, honestly.
Yeah?
I'm not pre-ordering it. I refuse to pre-order that. I'm going to wait until it's out and see what people say. Then I'll grab it if it looks like it's going to be great.
Tomorrow? Wait, we're recording on the 6th of July.
Shit, is it?
I think so. Isn't it the 7th?
I think
Tomorrow?
I think you might be right.
There's probably reviews out now.
Why is a game coming out on a Tuesday? I don't like that.
I don't mind that, honestly.
It's meant to come out Thursday, Friday.
I'm just trying to think now if it even turned up at work.
I don't know.
I don't think it did.
I can't tell you, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other thing is, the couple other things was they also announced and they have a little trailer. I didn't watch it for the new Edgerunners, Cyberpunk Edgerunners.
Yeah. Have you seen some of the stories about that one?
No, I've just seen the character designs and people making fun of it.
The funniest thing about the new trailer of Edgerunners being announced, I don't remember which K-pop artist it was. I think it was one of the band members of BTS, but he's changed his profile to, what's his name? Oh my God, I haven't watched it in ages. What's the main character from Edgerunners' name again?
Is it Miguel?
Yeah. He's changed his to him.
Yeah.
And there's just a wave of all the K-pop fans who have probably never watched the show changing their profile picture to
old mate from Edgerunners.
Yeah. Thought it was funny.
Yeah. That's typical K-pop fans just going along in their
bandwagon. Yeah.
Yeah. They're
major loppers.
Yeah, exactly. You guys keep talking. I got to touch a camera.
Yeah. It's what were we talking about? Edgerunners. Have you watched Edgerunners?
No, I haven't. It's one of those things where I've seen all the like trailers and shorts, and I'm like, oh, I really should watch that. But then every time I have a chance to, I'm just like, I don't want to watch it yet.
It's pretty cool.
Edgerunners is great. I think that's a really good show for what it is.
It has a really nice art style, but I think it could use a bit better of animation. Like, it's a bit choppy. It's a bit choppy and stuff.
Oh no, I think that's just design. That's just how Trigger does their shit a lot of the time.
Yeah, fair. But it's really good. Has nice music. Pretty sad at the end.
Yeah.
So hopefully they nail the second season as well.
I had a vague plan of like, I'm going to watch Edgerunners and then I'm just going to do a full run of Cyberpunk. And but I've never sat down and actually watched Edgerunners, so I still haven't done a full run.
Edgerunners is fun. And then I did a run of Cyberpunk too with a sword. It's fun.
Well, that's literally what happened. Whenever there is new Cyberpunk stuff announced, the player counts skyrocket, which is apparently what's happened with this new announcement. Do you know when it comes out?
No clue. I haven't looked that much.
Or is it already out? I don't know.
I mean, it was a Netflix thing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So it could just be out randomly.
Well, in that case, I might have something to watch tonight.
True.
Did you have anything else, Brock? Fall, it's saying. Yeah. Oh, well.
I had two questions, both for you and the audience.
David Martinez.
David. Oh,
not
my
Miguel.
God. I remembered Lucy and...
Yeah.
Rebecca.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course you would know, freak.
No, I only know that because we had a friend whose profile picture was Rebecca, and we teased the shit out of them for it.
Yeah.
Because we're like, why the fuck do you have that? And like, oh, I just think they're cool. Like, have you watched the show?
She was a fun character.
Oh, fun character, but it's also like this person with that particular profile picture, that they're a problematic person.
Oh.
I'll leave it at that.
Oh, okay.
There was a reason they had that particular
Okay.
character.
Damn.
Yeah.
I don't think you should be talking to him, Brock.
I don't anymore.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Well done.
Hey,
Yeah.
Come on.
I'm trying to think.
No, it's not. It's not only on you. It's on the seasoned vet.
We're talking about Cyberpunk.
Well, do you want me to bring up one of my questions for both you and the viewers
Sure.
this week? So, for both you and the viewers, did you guys, while you were at school or high school, either or, was there a game that sort of took over the school and you were always playing it on your, like, I know for you two, you probably had laptops.
No,
at school.
I never did.
No? Okay,
I did.
cool. We had Unreal Tournament that we would constantly be moving between computers and between shared drives and that.
Yep.
Always trying to install on the school computers so that we could play it during, I mean, computer class normally, but like we'd play it in the library if we could get away with it. Is there any games that you guys would like have the same sort of like, oh, we need to keep this on the school computers at all costs?
That wasn't the thing that you could do when I was at school.
Yeah, it was well past that as well. I got given one of my friends from high school gave me a USB with Escapist on it.
Yeah, I saw a few people had that at my school as well.
Yeah.
It was more that sometimes people had USBs they plugged into a computer and would be able to play stuff off of that real quick. Usually like flash games, like shit they got from Newgrounds. But a lot of the time when I was at school, it was just finding websites that weren't blocked and playing games through there.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
cool,
fair enough.
Cool Maths was always on.
Cool
You
Maths
could find a
games
bunch
was
of
always
cheat ones when you were trying to be boring.
Yeah.
I think a big one with me was just what mobile games you were playing.
Yes, it was mobile games. One big thing I remember was a bit of a fad in my high school was that this would have been around 2013, something like that, was when there was an emulator that got onto the iOS store and people were able to download like GBA Pokemon games.
Yeah.
And they played the fuck out of them. That was a bit of a fad. I saw a bunch, like everyone was playing Pokemon, mostly the guys. I had an Android phone, so that was just always the thing I could do. Mm-hmm. But at the time, that was a big deal.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, you're fine.
We were playing Injustice because it was
the Injustice
the
game.
mobile one.
Yep.
Yeah, and then it went to the Marvel kind of Injustice one. But on Injustice, I specifically remember one of my friends, he knew what one of the accounts were that you could log into and you'd get a shit ton of just free stuff because they were like, had the account synced to a certain thing and you just log out of it and it logged back into yours and you get all that stuff.
I told the story about the unlimited iTunes account here
You
before.
did, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it was like that kind of thing.
Yeah. See, that's the thing I've got to keep reminding myself. Like, there's almost 10 years between me and you guys. Like, your memories of high school are very different. Like,
Don't
what you
have to
took for
remind me.
granted, yes, haha. What you guys had at high school, very different to what I had at high school. Like, you had smartphones. We did not have
I'm going to be
smartphones.
completely honest. I feel like ours are probably a lot closer than you think. He's only a few years younger than me. That's when the big jump was.
Yeah.
Smartphones were a thing when I was at school and everyone had them, but it wasn't. People weren't using them like they do now. You would be shot if you had your phone out in class. You got in that much trouble. There was times, I mean, like, I know now you got to put phones in, like, I think in schools they've got like those pouches and stuff. You
The
gotta put
timed ones.
yeah, and all like all that shit. But it was a lot more strict with that stuff. The closest thing that we would have had different, stop playing with your mic. Like, please actually stop. Put that back on there, by the way.
If it's there, I'll play with
He's
it.
breaking the microphone. It's been there for, we're nearly at 100 episodes.
Yeah, and every
you still
single
don't know
episode
how to
I've been
keep your
playing
hands
with
to
it.
yourself. Maybe you need to go back to school. Actually, you're not allowed there anymore.
No, don't breeze past that. Context, please.
He's too old to go to school. What's the context? Why is there a different story?
I used to work in a school. You saying it like that makes it sound like I was fired for something improper.
Who would be fired for something improper? But yeah, no, it's the type of thing, and it's like it was very different for him than me. I feel like, I mean, we still had Not in every class, but we still had like chalkboards at our school.
Yeah, we had
Yeah, we had.
How did you not have chalkboards?
Nah,
No,
whiteboards.
Whiteboards. We had electronic whiteboards going through primary
Oh,
school.
look at the fucking iPad kid over
Wait,
here.
I'm
Fuck
gonna
you,
say
kill
this
yourself.
right now. Biggest scam in the world, fucking smartboards.
Oh, they fucking suck.
Oi, smartboards sucked, man. Did you have them at all?
The school I worked at did, yeah.
Oh my god.
Awful.
Fucking terrible. It was. This is the future. Everyone's going to be using a smartboard. No, they fucking weren't. They never worked.
You know what's
Yeah.
better? A TV with a fucking Chromecast.
Yeah, a TV. Honestly, yeah.
It's so much better.
Or just a whiteboard. Wheel out the fucking CRT with the VHS player. I want that more than a smartboard. They were fucking terrible.
You guys never got to experience Kahoot though.
No, that wasn't a thing for me.
Yeah, it was great. It was
There's
lots
even
of
people
fun.
like a year or two younger than me. It's like, you didn't play Kahoot at school? I was like, no, I fucking learned. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
What the hell was Kahoot?
So it's like a website that
It's like
teaches.
Jackbox.
No. Oh, I mean, I guess kind of. Yeah, no, it is. You like go onto a website, you make a whole quiz and everything, and you show the questions up on the board, and people log into their phone to answer the questions or the computer.
Oh, okay. So yeah, it's Jackbox.
It's Jackbox,
But it's
Yeah.
like you do it related to the class.
Okay.
It was lots of fun. You had to make the dirtiest name you could without actually getting in trouble.
Getting in
for it.
trouble.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, no, we didn't have much like that at school. I mean, like we had stuff pre-installed on the primary school computers. Everyone played, but you couldn't download anything on our school computers. Like I don't think you could download anything at all. Like I remember doing CAD at school and downloading like the SketchUp files was a problem. You couldn't even do that. I think people had done some pretty fucked up things in the school's networks.
In my primary school, we had like 4 games on our computers, and this was like Windows 95, I think. 98.
Solitaire, Spider,
Oh, actually, no.
Space Cadet Pinball.
Space Cadet Pinball, yes.
That weird fucking one with the monsters.
The weird fucking one, the monsters.
I don't remember. It was the one from
Monsters Inc.
Maybe that was the next Windows.
I have no
I
idea.
don't think
which
it was
one.
on
XP.
95.
No, we had the original Duke Nukem, like the side scroller 2D one.
Yep, from the late 80s.
Jungle Jane, I think it was called, which was basically made by Apogee as well, and it was just like a reskin of it, kind of. We had 2 like I can't remember what they were called, but they were like by Scholastic, I think, and they were like Mountains of Mystery or something. It was like a point and click adventure style game, or yeah. We had very, very basic. The principal tried to install Mario Teaches Typing at one point,
just didn't
and
happen.
couldn't get it to work properly. Yeah.
Yeah, see, I think because your school was so small compared to my schools.
Oh yeah, we had like year 1 to year 6, but we had less than 100 students.
Yeah, no, like there was too many computers around for it. But like the principal's going to install stuff. It's like, no, there's like IT people type of deal.
The year 5-6 room, I think, was the only. Oh no, the 3-4 room had 2 computers as well.
Oh.
Yeah, tiny school,
Yeah, go
tiny,
off.
tiny, tiny.
We had laptops.
Yeah, I didn't get that. My school, not the docks where I went, but there was silly teachers and silly students that did some silly things, not what you're thinking. And some students no longer were able to write for about 6 months. So they gave all of our year 9 laptops to the people younger than us, and we were never supposed to get them. We never got them. I was the last year of the government scheme. For people who don't know, in Australia, there's a government scheme where all students were given laptops. I was the last year of supposed to be getting that, and we never got them. I was fuming, fucking fuming about that for so long. Honestly, for me, it probably would have helped a lot because I've got such bad handwriting. I probably would have been better just learn to type
Typing,
better,
yeah.
but no, they fucked it up, of course.
I just claimed that I was doing work at the back of the class while I had learnt how to emulate like at home on
Yep.
my own laptop.
That's
and
what
then
everyone
did.
did.
Not do any fucking
Everyone
work.
was playing like Simpsons Hidden Run in the back corner.
I was just playing Pokemon like every
Yeah.
class.
But like everyone was doing that, and I'm there fucking writing like a pleb. Oh well.
Well, viewers, what was the game that went round your school that you tried like heck to keep installed on the computers?
I think
what was
everyone I might be too old for that as well.
I don't know.
Oh yeah. Question for the viewers and you guys, obviously. What was the game that everyone was playing at school? Be that on the school computers or on their phone? What was the fad? What was the thing that everyone was going around playing?
Don't say GTA. That's boring.
Yeah. I don't know anyone I saw playing GTA. It was only
Well,
hit and run.
Not at school, but like.
Shut up, Zach.
Just gonna kill myself at this point.
Maybe hold off saying that.
I'm not going to. I'm joking.
I had something else to bring up here, which was we had a bit of a look before. So the World Cup's going on at the moment. World Cup. That's Speed's World Cup song from 4 years ago, Brock. I know that's your favourite song.
I had kids at work singing it today, and I told them to get out.
Oh,
Did they deserve it?
shout out to Beans.
No, I used to teach one of them when I was working out of school, so I called him out by name.
Nice. But so it was the England-Mexico game today.
Yeah, it was a really good game.
So the England-Mexico game was today. Only reason I'm bringing this up is that was some videos going around of Mexican fans going to the hotel that the English players were staying at, and the night before them playing, they were going around with drums, trumpets, fireworks, and making as much sound as they possibly could to try and keep the English team up so they couldn't go to sleep prior to their game. The comments I was seeing online about this were very split. A lot of people being like, oh, legends, absolute legends. And then there was a lot of people also being like, this is so unsportsmanlike. What is your guys' opinions on that?
I think I pretty heavily fall on the unsportsmanlike side.
It is very unsportsmanlike. And it's really shit too, because I watched the video Tom showed us the video. It's really shit because I watched the game today.
Yep.
That stadium holds 87,000 people in it.
Yep.
There was 5,000 English fans. So the rest is all Mexican.
All Mexican. Yep.
And it's 50 people give them a bad look.
Yeah,
and it makes
that's the
it
thing. Yep.
so shit.
It is. It is definitely a bad look because I saw a different video to these guys and it was a drone shot over a bridge of all these people. It's about 50, 60 people there doing it. And I think it's extremely unsportsmanlike. I mean, people oh yeah, legends, shout out. Just because you don't like a country, you shouldn't do that.
No.
Come on. You're making yourself look worse than you are. You're making the country look worse, which is sad because it's such a minority of a minority of a minority
also,
that are doing this.
A win doesn't mean much if the other team wasn't at their at full.
Exactly. But for some people, that's not the point. They don't care.
Yeah. They just don't get it.
Yeah. And I've never understood that. It's come on, you're taking all the sanctity out of the sport and what makes it special.
I think it should get heated, and there's nothing wrong with getting heated with your rivals, being a bit aggressive, but not stupid.
As long as it's only occurring while your teams are on the pitch.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you're arguing with someone in a pub after the game's over, I mean,
that's always going to happen.
It's also South American fans are very, very passionate.
Yes.
Very
passionate.
Much
so. Yep.
It's basically like religion. So, but that's still, I think there would be a lot of fans from Mexico that would say, you're fucking idiots if we win after they don't get any sleep. It means nothing.
Yeah, it's. I just don't understand that mentality at all. I feel like it's very silly. I'm lost for words on what to say. It detracts from. I don't know. It's just not.
It's a
very
stupid.
Cool.
No, it's not cool
at all.
It's a very silly thing to do. It makes the fans look bad and makes the team look bad.
Yeah, it makes the game look also not as good as it could be.
Do his best.
I honestly, I mean, I know you've said the match is already over, but I honestly hope every single one of those fans that were out there late at night doing all of that, I hope they overslept and they missed the match as well.
Oh, well, it was a wasted match for them.
Yeah.
Because England won.
Yeah, really sucks. I didn't know about that. I was going for Mexico because I thought it was funny.
Yeah.
But
no, that's fair.
But no, they lost. Really good game though. Mexico played very well. England got lucky-ish.
Brock loves the hero. He's a big soccer
big
fan.
sportsman.
Big sports guy.
Sports ball.
I'm going for
of course, you're going to say fucking sports ball. I hate when people say sports ball.
No, I say it just because I don't care about sport. And so it's just
Brock said some millennial cringe.
Yeah, I will say, I'm not saying this is you, but do you feel like there's people out there who make sport their personality?
100%.
There is also people out there who make their personality not liking sport.
Yes.
And
yes.
I think that is almost worse than making your whole personality something, is just hating on something. That's fine. If you don't like sport, that's fine. But also just destroying or getting angry and the whole personality is that you don't like that people are enjoying this thing. come on. Just I understand it might be annoying when that's all you see around in the public.
Yeah.
It's because it's so popular. Come on, like just pull your head in type of deal. And that's what I had another thing on here to talk about was I've been seeing around, I mean, negativity online has always been a thing. It is always, it's never going to go away. But especially I've seen this in person. It is not hard to be nice to people. And I feel like these days it is so incredibly rare to find people who are just generally nice to everyone. Unless something obviously goes wrong on some end or something like that. But you can see someone, and I feel like a good example of this is going into a retail environment and seeing how you interact with someone, just like a customer or something, straight off the bat. All right, we're back. We just had an argument. I'm not allowed to wear a hat anymore because Brock can't keep his hands off the microphone, apparently.
I thought it was just a continuity error.
Yeah, it's a continuity error. It's just like in that scene in Twins where there's a beer bottle and there's a peas in the bathroom and it comes back. Yeah, I'm not allowed to wear a hat anymore because Brock can't stop fidgeting. I want to keep touching everything.
Brock's heart is full of hate. There's no whimsy and joy.
Yes, there is no, and it's for Brock.
Because I work retail. I hate everyone.
For Brock, it's hard to be nice to people. You guys keep talking while I put my hat back on.
Yeah, Brock, why do you hate everyone so much?
I just hate that you put the hat back on.
Why? What's wrong with my hat? I put it on so no one can see my receding hairline and my thinning hair.
The camera's at your face, not at the top of your head.
I'm the one who fucking edits this shit. I can see it.
Yeah, come on, Brock.
What the fuck?
What were we talking about?
Retail and people being nice to retail workers.
Well, it's not even that. I just feel like it's not hard to be nice to people. And that is such, it's almost like it's not an art form, but it feels like a lost art form. There are people who will just be straight up rude. Like this isn't calling out my dad or stepmom, but I went out to dinner with them last week and we were at it was a nice restaurant, but it was a nice restaurant in 1992. And it has not changed since then. I love the aesthetic.
Sizzlers, yep.
No. I don't think Sizzler was ever a nice restaurant. But it was a nice, it was like the go-to spot probably 30, 40 years ago type of deal. And I loved the environment. It felt like it was straight out of the early 90s. And Dad said, yeah, this was like the go-to spot when I was doing business around here back in the day, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And it was a nice type of little restaurant. And lady came over and served us some stuff, and she came out with the wrong order for one of the things. So I was with my dad and stepmom, and I got my right food, my dad got the right food, stepmom was given the wrong thing, and they swapped over. And the lady came back and swapped over and said, "Oh, I'm so sorry." And I said, "No, that's more than fine. That's completely fine." And my dad and stepmom weren't angry. The lady who was serving us was lovely. But once she left, they laughed at me. He was like, "Oh, why are you being so nice?" type of deal. And I was like, what do you mean? It's not hard to be nice. People might make mistakes. She's been lovely all night.
Yeah.
I don't want her to feel like she's getting stressed out or whatever. She did one thing wrong and your food's 30 seconds late. They weren't angry at all, but to them it was a little bit strange.
That you were nice, yeah.
Yeah, well, not even that I was nice, but I was being overly nice. And I said, it's not hard. And I did call out my dad. It was like, there was one time I remember going to McDonald's and we went through the drive-thru and you were just a fucking cunt to this girl through the drive-thru. And she was like, "Oh, I'm welcome to McDonald's." And you just had a filthy attitude the whole time. And I was like, that has stuck in my brain. It is not hard to be nice to someone. I can have the worst day, bad experiences. Click on. I didn't have a good day last Thursday. And I had to go serve customers and, "Oh yeah, how you going? Give a hand, blah, blah, blah." It's not hard.
No.
Especially going up and asking, "Oh, do you need a hand?" Or going into a retail place. It's annoying if people come up and ask you and you're just looking. That's fair. But not "I don't need anything. Go away." Or being rude. It's nah. Come on.
For both sides of that as well, it may only be 30 seconds for you. Like for your dad in the drive-thru, 30 seconds of his life and then he never thinks about it again.
Yep.
That girl might have been thinking about that for the rest of the night. Maybe even the rest of the week.
Probably got it 5 more times in the next 20 minutes. Yeah. They're dealing with a lot of shit.
All 3 of us have dealt with customers where they are what you would call a problematic customer because they're either rude, they don't understand how the processes work, that for whatever reason, it's a bad experience.
Yep.
And it might be that the second they leave the shop, it's done for them. Like they never think about it again. For us, that's like the next half hour to an hour of just like, I now need to like get past that experience so that it doesn't taint my next customer I
affects
serve,
me later on.
the next person I talk to that's delivering stuff.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't hurt. Like every single time I see this, I immediately flash back. Like my mum's biggest thing was just, if you can't say something nice, say nothing at all. It's just like, it's such a good thing. Like, okay, I don't have to be nice to every single person, but I also don't have to be a dick to every single person if I'm in a bad mood.
Yep.
If I keep my mouth shut, it makes everyone else's life a little bit better if I'm in a bad mood because I'm not passing on that negative vibe.
Energy to everyone, yep.
I've seen this said lots and lots of times, but I do think everyone should be required to work a customer service job at least once.
Just 1 year. Just 1 year in customer service in some sort of customer facing job.
Just not even the year, just during Christmas. Just once.
Yeah.
Like
Christmas.
Friday, Christmas, yeah.
Everyone gets conscripted.
Like it's your time to work customer service, and then they find out what fucking hell it's like, and they stop being dicks to people.
Yeah, it's just not hard. Like and I think it's a big thing online now, I feel more than ever, and it's feeling like you're protected behind anonymity and that you're not going to get affected because no one knows Jimmy Bob is actually Poop Scraper 42 online, and see it all the time. Some of the vile stuff, we've talked about how we get shitty comments, and honestly, I feel like we talk about them sometimes, but they bounce. It's water the duck.
Water off a duck's back.
We're used to it, but there is fights I see in our comment section. I'm like, this is unhinged. Like, this is just straight up unhinged. Like, why are you saying this stuff to someone who says they don't like Crimson Desert, but you do? Like, that's just the most recent example I can think of. And the biggest thing I also see is people that go from 0 to 100 real quick.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and off their head about some of this stuff. And I've just not understood it. And it's everyone has to have the same opinion as you, or else you're the enemy, and fuck you, and I'm going to go off my nut at you.
We're going to get comments about what we're saying right now. And like, calm down. It's not directed at you individually. Like, we're not talking about anyone individually.
If Ben's watching, it's directed at you, though.
Yeah, fuck you, Ben. Anyway, like people online just, they either take everything way too personally, and it's like, just calm down, chill out, take a step back and realize that we're talking about our own experiences and our own opinions on stuff. It is not meant to be reflective of the entire race's experience as a whole.
Yeah.
We all liked Crimson Desert. We also think there were some problems with it. That doesn't mean that we're saying that you who have put 6,000 hours into it somehow already, we're not saying that you're wrong for thinking it's the best game ever.
Yeah, actually.
That's your experience with it. You've loved that game. I'm happy you've loved that game.
I
hope you continue to love that game.
I don't think we should talk about that word anymore because it's sort of like fucking Beetlejuice. It's going to summon those people if we talk about it more. But
I heard Yoo-Hoo in there. Yoo-Hoo Island?
Yoo-Hoo Island. It's Woohoo Island, actually.
Oh, shit. Damn it.
You'll have to...
Fuck.
What's Woohoo Island?
It's the island from Wii Sports Resort.
Oh, true.
How did you not know that?
I haven't played Wii...
Does this bitch look like he's playing Wii Sports?
We played it at Lizard's Party, but sure.
We did.
That's
played bowling.
Up. That's fucked up, man.
And they're bringing it back. Hooray.
I did want to bring up... we did get one comment on YouTube of all places. I need to find this, where someone was talking about the playtime you need to be considered a gamer, and it was an outrageous take. Some people were agreeing, being like, honestly, come on, just like, yeah, let everyone. It's nice to see people being positive and like everyone can have their own game and like it or whatever. This one guy on YouTube said, because we're talking about cozy games, and Jacob and we were all talking about like cozy games are real games. Some people saying that real games, you need to have X amount of hours in it or whatever to be considered a real game or gamer. And this one guy said, I think you have to have over 10,000 hours in a game to be an actual gamer. It's not about the time sink. It just tells you you're willing to spend that much time on a video game, and it's the idea that you'll have a gamer recognize that.
I think he plays League.
That is
Actually, no, I shouldn't say names. I was about to say, is it someone in particular?
no, I mean, like, I think he's someone that plays Souls games, so he's a degenerate like you.
Rude.
But that is an outrageous take.
Is he saying you need 10,000 hours in a single game?
Yeah,
or
to be considered a gamer, not just that game good.
That's what I mean. I think he plays League.
Yeah, but whatever. That's fucking insane.
Yeah.
That is
10,000
insane.
hours. How many days is that?
In a single I've played plenty of games. No single game do I have 10,000 hours.
No,
in.
neither. I definitely don't.
100% I've spent 10,000 hours gaming, but
Same.
yeah,
It's like 400 days.
416 days. That's over a year straight of gaming
For one game.
for one game, or even. That's all. I hate 10,000 hours just in general is a lot for just gaming.
It
still.
is.
And like, I mean, I would have hit that, but I'm also I'm turning 28. Like, that's insane. I don't think there is to be considered a gamer. All these people, I feel like saying you need to have this many hours, you need to play this and that. I don't think that. I think it's just more mentality, a mindset. If you feel like you are a gamer and that you consider that one of your hobbies and you put a bit of time into it, you're a gamer.
Yeah,
You don't. There's no
that's all
tick
I'm
off
saying.
list. It's not like I've played Half-Life 2 now. Now I'm a gamer, or I've put this many hours into this, or I play multiplayer games, or blah blah blah. It's like, no. If you like the hobby and you enjoy it, you're a gamer.
I think it's just if you enjoy it. Like there's no other tick off. If you enjoy playing video games and you do it like somewhat regularly, that's it.
I think it's if you consider yourself. I do think there's some people who are skewed and they'll think that, oh yeah, I'm a gamer, and it'll be mum who plays Candy Crush every couple of times. It's like, no, I think you're more as wasting time. If mum sits down and plays whatever, or like has a console or whatever like that, it's actually a hobby. It's not a quick little thing that's on your phone just to pass the time. Like I've got Snakes and Ladders or something like that. Yeah. If you're playing Bloons Tower Defense on your phone though, you do be a real gamer.
That shit's goated as fuck.
That is goated.
And Balatro.
Balatro, yeah. That you're physical, analog, you're all digital, you're all the gamers combined. But no, I think there is the console wars, I think, has sort of turned into like the are you a real gamer or not wars, or like the elitism in gaming.
Yeah, I mean, look, that level of like you haven't sunk enough time into it. You see that in every fandom though. I remember the guy we were talking about a couple of weeks ago, the like you need to have watched this many anime in order to be like in order for your opinion to be valid.
You need to watch 500 anime to have your opinion valid. Yeah,
500 anime is so many.
That is a lot.
That's too many. I don't think I've hit that.
No, you probably haven't. I don't know if I have, and I watched a lot.
Yeah. Like I definitely have not. I know which anime I like and I can talk at length about them, but I also just like, yep, it's pretty pictures and yeah, cool.
I think a lot of people have very different, especially when it comes to like you need to have this many hours to be a gamer, have very different scales of what
a game actually
well,
is.
not even that, is scales of what free time's like for people.
Oh yeah,
So like for example, I've been rewatching Better Call Saul with Lizard for probably like 4 months now. And we're only up to season 4 now. And nearly every single time I see her, we'll probably watch at least a episode, maybe 2. There's a couple nights where we miss out on it. I marathon that show in like a week and a half when I first watched it. Like I was watching it when it came out, and then I stopped for like 8 years, and then it fully came out and I watched it all because I just had a fuck ton of free time. I got home from work, I'd watch it for like 5 hours while playing a game or something, and then on my weekend I watch it all the time. Now that's just the time we have when I'm spending with her and we've got nothing to do. We'll put that on. That is taking so long to do that now because I don't have anywhere near as much free time now. Some people have never got to that point where they're taken up with like, they might work 5 days a week full-time job, but they have nothing else going on, so they go home and watch it. And that's completely fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But there's a lot of people who think that everyone else is like that and that everyone has all this free time. And if you're not utilizing it doing this one hobby, you're not actually a fan of it. And it's just elitism.
It is.
It do be.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I got through One Piece in like a month, but that's because it was lockdown.
That's fucked.
It was lockdown. I had fuck all to do.
Yeah. I tried to watch One Piece in lockdown and I couldn't get into it. It was... I'm going to get hate for this. I can't get into One Piece. To me, it's so fucking boring.
That's fair.
Yeah, I mean, you're one of the rare ones. I watched what is the end when who's the fucking sand guy again?
Fuck, you got up to Alabasta and didn't like it? You really don't like it then.
Yeah, I finished Alabasta.
Yeah, fuck. You know, it's not for you.
Yeah, no, what was fuck, what's his name?
Crocodile.
Yeah. I finished that and I was like, this show is fucking boring to me.
If you didn't like it after Arlong Park, you should have just given up.
Yeah, Arlong Park was boring.
Yeah, no, you should have just given up then.
Yeah, it was to me, I feel like at least what I've seen with the stuff later on looks hectic, but I just can't get over it to get there. To me, it seems like One Piece is that anime that a lot of people watch as their first long-running shonen that isn't like Dragon Ball. And it's what hooks them in the anime because they haven't watched a lot of other stuff. I'm not saying other stuff's better, but that's the one thing that gets them in, and it's more the nostalgia hit.
Yeah.
And gets them through. I watched Naruto and Shippuden, and I could get through that, and I liked it. Watched all of Bleach. Bleach was like my first big shonen I watched.
The same for
Have
me.
you finished watching 1,000 Year Blood War? I haven't.
No, because did the new season fully come out yet?
I don't know.
I don't think it has.
I
I got up
watched
to date a
latest.
while ago.
I need to finish. I need to watch that.
I know Laura just went and saw the next 3 episodes because they released it as like a movie length episode.
I was meaning to go do
She went
that.
and saw them. Yeah. She said it's hectic.
Yeah, fuck. I was meaning to go see that. I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, her favorite character finally released their Bunkai.
Bunkai.
She's very, very happy.
Yeah. I mean, I was reading Bleach as it came out. Like that was probably the longest commitment to watching something in my life and getting to the conclusion of it was Bleach. Because I read Bleach for probably about a decade. And that was just weekly reading it. Oh, new chapter, blah, blah, blah. I had like a app on my phone. And that was really sad because they rushed Kubo. He was like, you got to do all this stuff in like 5 chapters.
Yeah.
And it was like, this is so anticlimactic. I don't know if they're going to do that with this new season of the show or what the go is. Hopefully they expand it out.
I'm hoping like with how more like, do you feel anime's definitely become more widespread now?
Yes.
Oh, it is borderline mainstream now.
Do you think it's now gotten to the point where anime, like the creators, the writers, the illustrators and everything,
Mangaka.
Yeah. Do you think they have more, not creative license, but they've got more freedom? Like they're not held to the grindstone as much?
No,
they definitely still are.
They are.
Okay.
I mean, majority of anime is adapted from manga, and a lot of the manga will be in a either weekly or monthly magazine, like Weekly Shonen Jump or whatever. Yeah.
Unless you're someone like Oda, which is One Piece's author, or Araki from JoJo's, I think you're getting like throttled to get that shit.
No, well, that's still the case with them.
They're still getting done pretty bad.
Oda,
but they get a bit more.
I think is. Oh no, the anime is not doing weekly anymore. Oda still releases chapters weekly, and Araki moved from being in Weekly Shonen Jump to the monthly one in like 2006 or something. So he's been doing monthly issues, which are much longer, and I think they're bigger than what 4 issues would be. Like I think like 4 issues is like around 15 pages type of deal. A lot of the time the monthly ones might be like 70, 80. It all depends on the series. But from what I've heard, it is less strenuous on them doing stuff monthly because it's basically one continuous idea. There's not the stop-start between them. Even though it's more work, it actually is less for them. But the weekly stuff, yeah, they get pumped out, but they need it because that's how those magazines work.
Yeah. What's your thoughts on like, I mean, Bleach just got this thing where they released 3 episodes back to back as a movie. What's your feeling on anime? Like going, yeah, we've got all these season 1, 2, 3, 4, blah, blah, blah. Oh, now we're going to put out an OVA.
OVA?
Yeah.
Oh, well, OVAs a lot of the time, they will be unrelated to the main story, won't be canon XYZ thing. Because I mean, for people who don't know, OVA stands for original video animation. A lot of the time it will be a side thing. Sometimes they are continuations. They're just basically a special.
Yes.
I mean, it depends what the context is. I mean, like a lot of shows don't release OVAs like that.
No, they got to get to a certain sort of
and a lot of the time
popularity
they
in
mean
one-
nothing. Like, it would just be like just a random. They just do an OVA and it was like a promotion
Yeah, it
with
has
like
nothing
KFC
to
or
do
something.
has nothing to do with the wider canon at all.
No.
Yeah, they're usually just silly, goofy stuff.
Yeah,
like on the
sometimes
side.
Not always. Some of them are like
sometimes
very
they are.
serious.
Yeah, some of them. Yeah.
OVAs are just, it's just a weird Japanese
Some of them are
thing.
very cool.
Yeah.
Like the Bleach OVAs, I've enjoyed every single one of them.
I don't even remember any of the Bleach OVAs.
How do you guys feel about when a show does like the whole series and then they're like like they do 3 seasons and then they're like, oh, instead of keep on doing like anime episode seasons, we're gonna do a movie.
I don't like that. I've never liked the movie.
As the like finale.
Not even a finale. Sometimes they start doing movies and then they go back to seasons. It depends on the show. Anime movies to me are like so hit and miss. Some of them are so good and some of them it's like, this is just filler nonsense BS that I don't like.
The Naruto movies all reminded me of that.
They're all filler.
Well, every single one are, but you're right, 100%. And that's sort of what I was thinking when I was saying that.
Again, very cool sort of ideas in there, but it's also just like this.
not what I
this
want.
could have been 2
Because
episodes.
it means nothing. Some of them were sort of canon. Like I remember watching the last Naruto Shippuden one, which was weird because I watched that before I watched any of Shippuden.
Okay.
Actually, I watched it at the movies. It was when anime movies were first somewhat available in Australia, and it was like weird and cool that you could do that. So I went and saw that. I'd seen parts of Shippuden at my cousin's house years before, and it was like 200 episodes before this part. And that was cool to see that, but yeah, it was pretty much.
Yeah. The Haikyuu one's good. I like the Haikyuu movie.
I haven't watched any of Haikyuu.
It's fun.
Did you find yourself like? I mean, my whole thing of this is like getting to the point of like Solo Leveling's getting a movie, and Ben and I have just been like, yay! But like, did you find yourselves when you're in your teen years, you like started collections of anime movies over anime seasons?
No, I had seasons.
Okay.
I talked about this a couple of weeks ago with a couple of people we know, Connor and Monty. I was talking about it and how I was definitely turning into a bit of unk. I was like, kids have got it easy these days if you want to collect physical anime, because when I first started buying like anime DVDs and Blu-rays and things like that, it cost a fucking bomb. I was talking to Monty and she's like, oh, what? Monty's like 8 years younger than me type of deal. And she was like, oh, it's so cheap and that. I was talking about how much cheaper it was. And I was like, I remember going into my local JB Hi-Fi and buying the first 12 episodes of Fate Zero, and it cost on Blu-ray and it cost $125 for 12 episodes. And they're half an hour each. So 6 hours was $125 dollars.
Yeah.
And that's half a show. And that was in 2016, 15, something like that. Like 10, 11 years ago. Cost a fucking bomb. And it was rare to find it. It was basically places like JB Hi-Fi that had it. That was about it.
Yeah.
And there was a couple of bookshops had manga.
Sanity would occasionally have it as well.
All the Sanities had basically closed around me by that point.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so there wasn't any.
I got quite a bit of anime from Sanity. As I was saying, like asking the question to you, like I had less anime seasons. I had more movies. And I have a feeling it's because these were ones that like they wanted to do seasons, but they couldn't get the funding for it. So they just did a movie retelling of like the first manga chapter or something.
I don't like
I
that
had
as
Appleseed, for example. I had what were the other ones? Quite a few of them were just like, it's just a movie. And they're all very cool and like stylized and everything, but yeah, very few seasons.
I went season because I felt like, especially then with how much it was, I wanted to get my money's value out of it. So I could go and buy like an anime movie to be $45 or something. It's 2 hours. Or I can spend double or triple that and get 5 times as much content.
Yeah.
So I did that. Like, I mean, I'm trying to think what I had. I had a fair bit of stuff. I bought a lot of stuff directly through Madman as well.
Madman was
They used to have sales.
Yeah.
I had stuff like I remember buying the full collection of The Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya. So I had the first 2 seasons, all the OVAs, and then the movie Disappearance of. Oop, I just spittled everywhere. Disappearance of Haruhi Suzumiya. And that was cool. I used to watch. That used to be a tradition I'd do. I used to watch that. This is such a weeby thing. Every Christmas Eve for about 4 years, I would watch the Disappearance of Haruhi Suzumiya on Christmas Eve because it's set around Christmas and Christmas Eve. Such a cringy thing, but it was epic.
I've never owned physical disc of an anime. I've always been in the.
You would have been too young.
The second I started watching it, I was watching it on very legal websites.
Yeah, Kiss Anime.
Yep.
Like when I first started watching stuff, it was still hard to find it even online. You didn't have any streaming. Netflix wasn't a thing in Australia yet.
Yeah. Crunchyroll and Anime Lab weren't even.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, Anime Lab's not a thing anymore. I remember when Anime Lab first came out. When Anime Lab came out in Australia, did you ever use Anime Lab?
No.
Anime Lab was fucking hectic because for like a year and a half, it was completely free with no ads. It was like a premium subscription. And it just had shows on there. I don't know how they did that. I don't know if that was just how they wanted to get people on board with it.
Yeah.
But Anime Lab was it was by Madman. It was the Australian anime streaming service.
It started going downhill after a while. Like,
I
it was
remember.
like, oh, if you want the English dubs, you have to have the
pay for
premium
it.
subscription, which is like, I mean, people out there are just like, oh, it's not a true fan unless you listen to it subbed. You can't. You
can watch stuff.
It's like just
Sub versus dub's dumb. Whatever you prefer. Yeah, it might have more context, or this is actually what they wanted to say in the sub. Whatever. If it gets someone into the show and they like it, just watch it.
yes.
I remember how Funimation would always be like, "This is not allowed. You cannot watch this in your region." Every time, it's like the only place you could watch it. The Funimation website.
No, because you're thinking of the old Funimation website where it was just the American one.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, well they had you could buy the Funimation subscription because I had it for like 4 years, and you could just watch stuff in Australia. Yeah, that was eventually, but no, because it wasn't licensed by them in Australia. It was all half of it was by Madman.
That makes sense.
But no, Anime Lab was hectic. That's where I first watched Gurren Lagann.
Nice.
Because it was like the whole thing was just on there in dub, and I was like, "This is how the fuck am I watching this for free?"
Gurren Lagann is goated as fuck.
It is. It's
It
extremely
really is.
goated. That's a very nostalgic show for me. I wasn't. I
They'd made a proper game of that. That would have been so good.
Yeah, it probably would have been shit. I reckon.
Maybe.
It would have just been a Bandai Namco fighter.
Yeah, it would have been like a shit Namco fighter game. Yeah. That game just to me it just exudes like 2005, 2006, 2007.
Yeah.
I did not watch that show when it came out, but it just very much gives me that vibe. It's just one of those things that tickles my brain in a special way to do that. But yeah, no, it's a lot easier to watch anime now. Like I'm just watching it on, like for example, the biggest thing was Crunchyroll for years only was sub. Now it's dub as well. So at the moment, I've not watched like any anime at all. Besides one thing I've been putting on recently in the background was Dr. Stone.
I stopped watching that after like the first season.
I had it on because I watched that like the first season, like, oh, that's just like a dumb show, whatever. And then like about 3 years ago, the second season come out, and I'll just put it on the background. Oh, it's a dumb show, whatever. And now like basically all of it's out and it's like all dubbed. It's like, I've got to do stuff on Photoshop at the moment. I just want something on the background. And it's doesn't really have any filler bullshit, so it just keeps going along. I was like, yeah, that's fun to just put on. I'm not in like a rush to get home and watch it.
Yeah.
But that's why I go to just thing in the background to don't really need to full on look at it.
I got turned off that show by the community,
It's
honestly.
Really?
Yeah.
What happened?
I was just people getting way too into it, and I was just like, okay, I'm backing away.
I have
now.
not looked at all online community of that show.
It's really funny how it goes from like in the first season, they're making a vinyl player is a big thing. And then
The season I'm on, they're making a rocket ship.
it just like gets
Legitimately, they
batshit insane so fast.
Legitimately, it is the type of thing now, the stuff they'll do in a single episode, they will just make a battleship in an episode. It's very strange. But I mean, for the sake of the show to progress without it taking a billion years, you sort of need to do that.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make sense.
It's just silly and goofy.
Oh, very much so. Very much so.
We're going to make penicillin in this one episode. What's that? We have a tank now. Actually,
legitimately.
pretty sure those came the other way around, like for real. But which is
But then also, I got to a point in that show where it was like, they do very much tell, hey, it's the main character that can do this shit. Not everyone can just do this, because without spoiling it, someone gets stuck and they have to do something sciencey and have the instruction, and it takes them years. And something that would have taken him like no time at all, type of thing. Whatever. That's just the silly show that I'm watching at the moment, because I haven't really been. There's nothing that's I've really seen that's really
the silly one.
brought
I
me
want to
in.
sit down and watch start to finish. I know MASH has just been renewed for season 3. I think.
What?
Mashal, do you mean?
MASH.
I thought you meant Matt. Like
No. Of Magic and Muscles.
Yeah, Mashal.
Yeah,
Mashal.
Mashal.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to sit down and watch that start to finish, because it looks very silly, and I'm just like, I'm a big fan of those animes where it's just like, yeah, it's literally just a power fantasy.
I think the newest season of ReZero is fully out now.
Okay, I need to watch that. ReZero. What season is this now? 4?
4.
Okay, I've only watched maybe the first 2. That show's been coming out for ages. I was in high school when that was first coming out.
Yeah, me too.
I watched the first season. Well, of course you were, but I was in high school long before you. That first season I was watching when it came out. That music or whatever. And I really liked it, and I was getting so keen to read the books and stuff, the light novels, and I was like, no, I can't do it. I can't be asked. That had a bit of a weird fan base as well, but I do want to rewatch that show.
Yeah.
I talked about this a while ago. I got Lizard into watching Attack on Titan.
You did.
And we finished it it was just before she went overseas, I think. Yeah, it was just before. And she brought it to me the other, 2 nights ago. She's like, I want to watch Attack on Titan again. Or I want to watch Attack on Titan. I was like, we finished it. And she was like, I know, but I keep thinking about it. So I need to find something.
Doesn't it end in like a really disappointing way
It's
as well?
very different.
Okay.
I'm not going to say, because that show's still so big.
Has she watched Vinland Saga?
No, I would like to watch Vinland Saga with her. Vinland Saga is also very good, but she would get annoyed because it's not over.
That's fair.
I'm tempted to. I was thinking the next thing to show her might be Edgerunners, the first season, because that's a small, concise thing, and it's a little bit different, and she might want to play the game. Monster. It's hard to find the dub for that now. I think she would like Monster. I fucking love Monster, but it's a little bit hard to find that. I think the sub's actually on Netflix, but she reads, but I think that'd be too much for her to watch sub.
I know what I'm going to watch tonight now.
What?
I'm going to go home and watch the
American Gladiators.
No, I'm going to go home and watch the second OVA of Vampire Hunter D.
Okay.
Nice.
I haven't watched that in a while, and I had a sudden nostalgia hit for it, and I'm just like, I'm going to watch that.
Give me 1 sec. I just want to look something up.
Have you had any like anime spoiled for you by like YouTube shorts or anything ever, Zach?
Yeah, it's like all of fucking One Piece, man. Everything.
I've had so many anime that I see on like in a short, and I'm just like, oh, that looks really cool, and then I've gone and like found out what it's called, because I'll never name it in the actual short, and I'll like start watching it, and then I'll get like halfway through like the first season, I'm like, I haven't got to the bit that looked cool in that short, and this is all so boring. And I come to find out like that's the short is like literally the only good part of that entire show.
All right, we're 2 hours in. I've got something on here that we could do for a little bit if you wanted to.
I'm game.
Sure.
There's only one other thing I want to talk about on my list real quick. We can do that after, or not, is the monkey that beat Minecraft. There's okay. Quickly, there's a YouTuber. I'll have to get the name up because I can't talk about it without bringing it up, because he's done so much work and I don't want to rip it away from him. Beats Minecraft. So there was a YouTuber. I'll get his name up. Chris the Cow.
This is Kanzi, and he's about to.
You can't see this video that I'm looking at the moment.
No,
I can't see it on here. Maybe it was. Yeah, it was 2 years ago. Sorry. Oh, I saw the original video 2 years
breaking
ago.
news.
Oh, yeah, breaking news. 2 years ago, the YouTuber Chris the Cow got a bonobo ape to beat Minecraft. It's like all touchscreen and it's like very
Yeah.
Still
easy.
goated.
Still goated. I just wanted to bring that up.
If this is the first time you're tuning in, not only is Tom very into numbers, he also likes monkeys. A lot.
Yeah, I love them. My favorite is the gibbon though, but I love monkeys.
Goblin.
Yeah, oh, don't. I'm about to kiss you right now. So I found this, and this is going to be probably cursed. BuzzFeed, check out my top 30 anime of all time and see if you agree.
I don't even bother scrolling down. No, I don't.
So, let's go through this because I wanted to find.
You've already killed Zach. Zach's just.
I know this is gonna be terrible.
Well, number 30. So, BuzzFeed's top 30 anime of all time. Number 30 is Solo Leveling.
Yeah, that should be much higher.
Mid as fuck.
I'm with you. Solo Leveling, it's a fun show. It is nothing different.
If you want a show that is like got shit story and good animation, just watch Demon Slayer. It looks better.
Yeah.
I like Solo Leveling. I'll agree it does nothing special.
Yep.
Like, the story it's doing has been told 100 times before, but I'm really enjoying it.
It's fun. It's fun, but it's
Yes.
not up
Okay,
here.
here's the thing. I read ahead after the first season. So like, it's fine. It's very fun.
Yes.
It's good to look at. It's like, oh, power fantasy, all that stuff.
It's just all the good stuff is like way further in.
top 30?
Yeah, no, that's something, bro.
Like, come on.
All right, let's go down. So number 29 on the best anime of all time, according to BuzzFeed, is Hell's Paradise. I never watched this.
I dropped it pretty quick.
Yeah,
Laura was watching it. It looked okay, but
nah.
I didn't see enough of it.
I couldn't get into that one.
All right, number 28 on BuzzFeed's top anime of all time is Magic and Muscles. This is a very like recent style anime list.
I like Mashal. Again, top 30. Come on.
Yeah, I never watched this show. I've heard that it's good.
It's fun.
It's fun to watch. It's very silly.
Yeah, it's a silly show. If Konosuba isn't on here, I'll be pissed if they put this on here.
Konosuba's a silly show, yeah.
Yeah.
Number 27 on BuzzFeed's top anime of all time is Fire Force. Oi, come on.
Guna.
I was talking to someone about Fire Force the other day. You know what series this is connected to, right?
Yeah, Soul Eater.
Yeah.
I was actually connected to it,
Oh,
not just done by similar.
it's the same mangaka, but I don't want to spoil it. Yes, it's the exact same series. It's in the same universe.
Okay, I did not know that.
Apparently-
I've seen it. I liked it.
Apparently the ending of the...
Well, yeah, I haven't seen the ending then, obviously. I don't know
No.
if they've animated it yet.
I think they're getting close to it, but apparently like the last few episodes have been like genuinely insane.
Yes.
I
Soul Eater is a direct continuation of this show.
Right.
That is the only thing that made me go back and be like, okay, maybe I will watch this. I did want to rewatch Soul Eater. It's been like a decade since I watched
Soul
that show.
is very
Yep.
good.
But Fire Force is not number 27 best of all time.
I do want to watch it though, because I've heard it is pretty good aside
Yeah.
from the moments.
Yeah. Number 26 of best anime of all time on BuzzFeed is Spy Family. This is very much, I just found out what anime is in the last 2 years.
I don't get the obsession with
I
this
hate
show.
this show. I can't stand it.
So what's the go? Both the parents are spies and they adopt a child?
So
And the child can read minds.
I've watched like half the first season.
Oh,
or
I didn't know
something.
that.
So yeah, the guy is a spy. She's an assassin, and she can read minds.
The girl can read minds.
Yeah, the girl.
The little girl-
mum's an assassin.
Yes.
Okay, you made it sound like the
Yeah,
mum could do both.
sorry. Yeah, no, the mum's an assassin, and the main guy is a spy.
Okay.
And they have to pretend to be a family for some reason.
And then
wasn't
there's
it?
they have to pretend to be a family so that the daughter can get become friends with this kid so that he can become friends with the father and get some information off it or some shit. So they're pretending to be a family
Okay.
that they've adopted the kid. And it's just like, oh, cutesy shenanigans. Oh, they might be really in love with each other.
Yeah, and
it's
do they, don't they, for the whole time?
Yeah.
It just does your head in? Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. It's just like the modern day versions of the older shonen shows. I'm like, oh,
Yes.
is he gonna
Is he finally
confess
gonna
to
make a
the
move?
love
Yeah.
interest? Yeah.
Hmm.
Whatever. Okay, number 25 on the best anime of all time according to Buzzfeed is Berserk.
Okay.
The Berserk 90s anime is good, but it adapts Golden Age, which is one of the best parts, if not the best part of Berserk, but I don't agree with this being in the 25.
Yeah, no, I agree.
If it was top 30 influential anime,
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
but top 30 best anime,
No. You want to know something cool? Do you know who made this?
I do not.
The people who make Pokemon.
You're kidding.
What? That's crazy.
What, Game Freak or Creature?
No, the animation studio.
That's
Oh,
wild.
Yeah,
That
I'm
is-
fairly certain it's the people who make Pokemon. It's like one of the only other things they've ever done. This I do.
That's such a tone shift.
I know, right?
Jesus.
I do suggest people watch the Berserk 90s anime. Great dub. Great dub.
Yes.
I really recommend people watch it just for that.
Read it.
But read it. Like Berserk, there is so much more. This is like a fifth of what Berserk is, and it is so differently tonally to the rest of the show. There's some supernatural elements in this part of it. The rest of it is so much more.
Read it.
Yep. All right, number 24 of the best anime of all time post to BuzzFeed is fucking Akame ga Kill.
That's wild.
This show was fucking terrible, man.
I know the name. I've never seen it ever.
It was,
This is the one where everyone dies, right?
yeah, so you spoiled it, but yeah, they tried to be edgy and basically make it like all the main characters die near the end and or throughout the show. And
What's the general plot?
I don't even fucking remember. I remember that the main antagonist falls in love with the protagonist.
I think
Scroll down. Let me read
think-
the thing.
something government, something. They're
Yeah, like
opposite of freedom fighters or whatever.
Something like that.
And then a crazy lady who can stop time, being a crazy lady. Yeah, corrupt prime minister.
Yeah, no, we'll get off. It's a very meh, bland show. It was edgy. That's what it was.
Okay.
Well, I've not even
Number
heard of this.
23 of the best anime of all time for BuzzFeed was Summertime Rendering.
I've not heard of
I've
this.
never heard of this. What the fuck is this?
Neither.
I just farted.
Thanks, Tom.
I
Stay
don't care.
tuned for more riveting
Yeah.
content
Number
like this.
22 of the best anime of all time, according to BuzzFeed, is Cyberpunk Edgerunners.
That's crazy.
I
Not that high.
do think Edgerunners is very good, and I think it's consistent throughout the entire thing, and it is very reminiscent of those shorter shows I used to see in the mid 2000s, the 90s, and even the early 2010s that had a lot of soul to it. For that, I sort of do want to put it up there. 22 is pretty high.
Yeah.
It doesn't really have any low points, and it does invoke emotion, which a lot of shows don't. And also some of the memes that have come out of this, the faces.
True. I don't know. I feel like 22 is maybe a bit too high for it. There's a lot of good anime.
There is, but I don't know. I'm not against it, but I probably wouldn't put it there either. All right, number 21 of the best anime of all time, according to BuzzFeed, is Chainsaw Man.
I like Chainsaw Man.
I tried to read Chainsaw Man and I got a bit into it, and I couldn't get fully into it. I heard people don't like the ending of this show.
Yeah, I've heard that as well. I've also heard the movie is really, really good.
Okay.
Like the
I
Raze
haven't
8.
seen it yet.
Again, this is just all like majority of this is just like stuff that's come out in the last 5 years.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
it
Berserk
is.
is the only one. Oh, when was The Kill came out?
A while ago.
No, that's not a kill. It's Garmica Kill. You're thinking of Kill la Kill.
Well, I
but, like,
wasn't. I just couldn't remember the entire name. I just remembered it had something kill at the
You
end.
said La Kill.
Oh, well, get kill, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, like early 2010s.
Okay.
Yeah.
So other than those two, everything else has been like the
But
last.
also, so far, everything on this list is like,
Uber
what?
mainstream.
Yeah, what show should I watch? I am new. Which is, there's nothing wrong with that, but it's very strange going into a list and being like, this is the top 30 shows, but I've only watched the top 50 shows everyone recommends.
Yeah. Chainsaw Man's pretty good though. I like.
Yeah,
Chainsaw
no,
Man.
I've heard that it's good. Number 20 on the best shows of all time anime by
Shop this
BuzzFeed
image.
is Death Note. Death Note is great till a point, and then it turns into something else.
I couldn't get through Death Note.
I did years ago. I watched Death Note. This shows how long ago I watched it. I watched Death Note when I watched it in legitimately probably 115 parts on YouTube.
That's how I watched
And it was
Soul Eater.
flipped. Yeah. Yep. That's how I watched it was something else that will most likely be on here, fucking Code Geass.
Oh, look, I love Code Geass. I'm if it's on here, I'd give it top 30.
Does deserve to go on there, but I couldn't get through that.
Yep, and him riding the horse that never appears in the anime. Yep.
I love all the Domino's ads in that show. Number 19, the best anime of all time by BuzzFeed is Rurouni Kenshin.
I've never what?
The mangaka for this was convicted of some bad things.
Yep. Okay.
And a lot of other mangaka still support him.
I didn't know about this.
Yeah. One of the only people that didn't support him, I think, was Kubo from Bleach. Like, there's photos of like after he was convicted and had come back, people doing support posts and stuff, and it's like Oda drawing stuff. And
I know that I think Araki also did like the most half-assed drawing he's ever done, which is kind of based.
Yeah. Dragon Ball Z, number 18 best anime of all time according to BuzzFeed.
I love Dragon Ball. It's probably not in the top 30.
Again, most influential, 100%.
Yeah.
Best,
I
top 50, sure. Top 30.
I don't know. The problem is that when it hits its highs, it hits its highs.
It
I'm
sure
sorry.
does.
I mean, like, there is so few shows that give me the emotion of that Goku versus Frieza fight or Gohan and Cell,
It's just
and even the end of
of
the show. The
just
amount
amount
of other bullshit.
There is
it's original Z, which has like
there's so much
filler.
Well, you know what? This show doesn't feel that dated for how old it is.
That's true.
It started in 89. It was a continuation of Dragon Ball. And I can still go back and watch this where there is anime up from 15 years ago that feel, whoa, I've got to really set my expectation here. It is still fun the whole time. There's a lot of bullshit. But that is also, I feel like, just a product of what a weekly show is. Because then by that same idea with the filler, no Bleach, no One Piece.
Oh God, yeah.
No Naruto. I respect this being up here. And
look, by that count, yeah, fair enough.
and if it was influential anime, I dare say this is
number one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 17 on the top best anime of all time by BuzzFeed is Hajime no Ippo.
I've heard this is really good.
I've watched a little bit of Ippo. It's good. It's like I was saying, definitely a product of its time, but it's a good sports anime. I don't know if I'd say it's above Dragon Ball Z though.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy, kind of wild. This would also be high on influential because it's like one of the older sports ones.
There's a bunch of old sports anime.
I'm just looking at it and my brain's just going, Timu Baki.
He does the he does this the thingy with where he swings around a bunch. That's all I know about the show.
Yeah, good one.
Yeah.
All right, number 16 on BuzzFeed's top anime of all time is Hunter x Hunter.
I never finished it.
I tried to watch Hunter x Hunter. I never got into it. I was a massive Yu Hakusho fan, which is what Togashi did before Hunter x Hunter. I loved Yu Hakusho.
I got to the bit in Hunter x Hunter, which is like really close to the end, where they start, where it's like a 20-minute monologue for an episode, and the end is really good too. But I think I was like genuinely like 10 episodes off and just dropped it.
I think the problem with Hunter x Hunter is also it's not finished, and I hate watching stuff and there not being an ending to it. But whatever. Number 15 on BuzzFeed's top anime of all time is Tokyo Revengers.
Tokyo Revengers is arse.
What the fuck is this? This is just someone who's just learning what anime is, just getting into it.
I could not stand that show.
All right. Number 14 on BuzzFeed's top anime of all time is One Piece. Gaigo, dreaming.
I like One Piece.
Yeah, I know you do.
Yeah.
You got any opinions here, Brock?
None that aren't going to get us like 1,000 comments flaming us.
Hang on. No, that's a good thing. Say what you want.
It's us.
Ooh. Wow.
Oh, I don't know if One Piece is arse.
I tried to watch some of it with Laura. Some of the animation in this is great.
Yeah, the new stuff.
Yeah, some of it's fucking insane.
Most of it is just meh.
It's padded out because it's a weekly shonen.
They very much save the budget for the episodes that they want to be big.
I will say this has had some of the most fluidly animated movement in anime I've ever seen.
I mean,
it's also got some of the most choppy and jerky and janky animation I've ever seen.
And it is pretty rough getting through the beginning now. Because it's like the beginning shows its time a bit, especially the age. Like the
I had to watch One Piece for a bunch of it. And it cut down so much. I saw a thing on Twitter a couple months ago of people, like there was a point where Luffy's doing like a sumo battle with someone in an arena in, I'm guessing, the Wano arc or whatever it is, and they did a One Piece cut side to side with the aired version. The One Piece one cut out 5 minutes. It was the same thing. It was just them pushing you out of the arena, and the One Piece one still had a bunch of build up bullshit in it, and I was like, this is a fucking joke. But again, that's not that's just shit they've got to deal with. If the show was a lot more concise and there was a Kai, I might be able to get through it a bit more.
If they make a One Piece Kai, it will be.
Well, they're doing that new one, the one that who's doing it again? Who's doing the new One Piece show?
The live action, you mean?
No, not the one. Like there's another anime of One Piece coming out. They're redoing the show.
I did not know that. Oh.
Fuck, who was it? It's a bigger studio.
It's
like
not Mappa again.
No, is it Wit? I think Studio Wit might be doing it.
Oh, that would make sense.
All right. Number 13 on BuzzFeed's top anime of all time, Trigun. You say,
I haven't actually watched it.
Trigun was a classic.
I think I've just mixed this up with another one.
Bash the Stampede.
So my bad.
I like Trigun. It never clicked with me like a lot of other people it did.
It's in my mind, it's
show.
one of those anime that it didn't come out in the 90s, did it? It came out before that. It's an 80s anime.
No,
isn't
it's
it?
90. I think
It's
it might
90s?
even be like 99, 2000.
Because it's in my mind is one of those quintessential 90s anime that
This was paired with like bebop
yes
type of vibe.
yes.
Yeah.
Guys, before we get too far, I think we should take a bet on what's going to be number one.
Oh, at this rate, I don't fucking know.
So
I'm thinking Evangelion.
The ones that
Maybe.
there was Bebop, this, Gungrave, and shit.
Well, DBZ was also in that, but it sort of transcended that.
Yeah, but these ones about the type of vibe that these gave off.
Yeah.
Oh shoot, what was it?
It probably will be Bebop for number one.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Honestly, I haven't watched Cowboy Bebop in so long.
What's number 12?
All right, number 12 on BuzzFeed's top anime of all time list is Blue Eye Samurai. Oh, fuck off.
What?
This is like a
Netflix
show.
I meant to watch it, but I just never did. The trailers looked good, but I just never got around to watching
the
it.
animation style annoyed
I think
the
you
fuck
should
out of me.
I think you should watch Samurai Champloo instead.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's pretty
You should
fun.
watch
or Afro Samurai.
Afro Samurai
Afro
with
Samurai is very good.
Samuel Jackson.
I shouldn't say it's very good. It's
something.
It's
good.
a watch.
Yeah. Whatever. Number 11 on BuzzFeed's top anime of all time is Yu Yu Hakusho. Shout out to Yu Yu Hakusho. I don't think this is better than Dragon Ball Z. I do think Yu Yu Hakusho has, and a lot of people agree with this, the best tournament arc out of any anime, and basically solidified how they should be done from that point on. The Dark Tournament is fucking hectic. Togoro's hectic, or the two Toguro brothers or whatever. I forget if that was their last name or whatever. But it's a great show. There's a lot of stuff in this. This is good. It is.
Isn't there a huge tone shift between the first season and everything afterwards?
So the first show, as you can see here, it's Yu Yu Hakusho Ghost Files. The first show, he's a
he's like a spirit detective.
Spirit detective. That's exactly what they call him, and it's sort of like fighting crime type of stuff, and then it turns into a sort of power fantasy shonen. But
he's got ties to the other world and everything.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't want to spoil it because I know what his thing is, but
it's but they've slowly, I think it's unveiled very good. Extremely finishing this show, extremely heavy influence on Bleach, I feel like. So much.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
you think about it, like the nature of what his job is, the other world, and then all the ties with him and his past, things like that. Very similar to Bleach. Number 10 on BuzzFeed's best anime of all time is Rising of Shield Hero.
No.
Come on, man.
Absolutely not.
This was a show I put on in the background like 4 years ago.
The first season was pretty good.
Yeah.
And then it just...
Because I saw season
tried
4
to
just
watch-
came out.
I tried to watch the second season 3 times. I still don't know what happens in that season because I've like lost interest every single time. And just like, I look back and I'm like, oh, right, yeah, this is still on.
The first season's good.
Yeah.
Do not want... Like, the rest is so boring.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about because I was thinking the other night, maybe I'll go watch this again, but I haven't heard anything good about this show in so long.
Yeah, no. Why? How 10?
All right. Number 9 on BuzzFeed's best anime of all time is Samurai Champloo.
I respect
that's a
that.
good show.
I respect that. I don't know if I'd put it
I
at
wouldn't
9,
put it at 9.
but I'd probably maybe deserves to be on the
It's
list.
a good show. This was like an early on Toonami type of show, mid-2000s. Cool. It was when they used to do a lot more different stuff. I feel like there is sort of a bit of that coming back with anime, but like it was a lot more varied. You could find some really wacky, different type of shows, and now it's sort of all gone into what people generically think of anime. Like,
Mappa's doing a show about like chicks doing drugs. I don't know what.
the lollies doing drugs or whatever. Yeah, I saw that. That's weird.
Weird.
Very, very, very strange.
It could be really good, but
legitimately,
it's weird.
it's them just doing drugs and like a crack. We'll have to show you the trailer after.
Yeah. All right.
Number 8 on BuzzFeed's top anime of all time is My Hero Academia. Oh, come on, man.
Deku is the worst fucking protagonist ever made.
I'm Deku.
Bakugan.
Fucking idiot.
Put Bakugan here. Fuck
Yeah,
My
Bakugan
Hero.
Battle Brawlers.
What's his name? Kachan.
Yeah, Kachan. Yeah, Oh, I
Kachan.
forgot it. Whatever. But
Someone pull up that.
My Hero Academia, it gets more flack than it deserves, but this fan base has ruined this fucking show. So terrible. It's a fun show to put on in the background. This was really cool idea when it was first coming out because it was when like the not Marvel boom, but when it was at its height and it was like, this is a different spin on this type of thing, blah, blah, blah. I had this on in the background for ages and I had fun. There was some scenes were like, whoa, that's cool. And I was getting into it. It's not 8.
I genuinely enjoyed My Hero Academia. And then like at some point, it's just like, why is Deku still being so fucking annoying?
He can literally
Like it
he
happened.
can, the amount of power he has, it makes no sense for him to be like, I don't know what to do. Punch the fucking thing.
It happens in Black
That's literally all you do.
in Black Clover. Like Asta's annoying as fuck, and then he stops being annoying, and then the show gets good.
Yeah.
It's
I
like,
doubt that.
well, takes too long for it to get good. But no, I do not like Me.
You only have to play 50 hours of Crimson Edit and then it's amazing.
Yeah.
All right, number 7 on BuzzFeed's top anime of all time is Jujutsu Kaisen.
It shouldn't be that high.
I'm sorry, this is the show. I like Jujutsu Kaisen. This is the most overhyped show I think I've ever seen. Legitimately.
Oh, it's definitely overhyped.
Oh, I could not believe this show first started coming out when I probably stopped watching anime. I just stopped. I was too busy. I was doing other shit. I just did not watch anywhere near as much stuff. About a year and a half ago, I was like, fuck it, I'm going to watch this properly. I watched part of the first season when it came out. It was fucking boring as fuck to me. I just could not get into it. I didn't see the appeal. People acting like it was the next big thing.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying there's a problem if you like this show, but I didn't understand it. It was just maybe just new age shonen, and I don't know.
It's definitely one of the better newer shonens. Like it's this and Chainsaw Man, I'd say, are the two good ones. Black Clover's pretty alright as well, but I haven't watched Fire Force.
It's just that it just never grabbed me at all. And
That's
it's like,
fair.
Yeah. Okay. It's not number 7 best.
Oh no,
all
God,
time,
no.
No. Number 6 of BuzzFeed's best anime of all time is Cowboy Bebop. I love Bebop. I haven't watched it in a long time. This is notoriously failed in Japan. It is like a Western only show.
Yeah.
They don't give a shit about this in Japan. It was never a big thing. They only made Knocking on Heaven's Door, the movie, because it was so big on Tsunami. I love Bebop. It's honestly one of those shows I almost don't care where it's put. I could see it being really high. I could see it being really low.
Who did the original dub? Was it Funimation?
No, it was prior to that. But it's got the only person that's like notable in it is Steve Blum.
Yeah. Because the story I heard for this was like, as with a lot of other like early anime that got dubbed over here, the big thing with this was that they got it for super cheap. And they like threw it wherever they could just to like try and make some money back. They weren't expecting it to blow up as it did.
Oh, they pulled the ghost stories.
Different the ghost stories. Because I don't think they...
Yeah, this actually had a script.
Yeah. Yes.
And a good story and everything like that. But it was definitely resonated a lot better with Western audiences than Japanese.
Yeah.
All right, number 5 on BuzzFeed's top anime of all time is Vinland Saga. I'm going to say no, just because it's not finished yet, but...
It still has time to fuck up.
It still has time to fuck up, but Vinland Saga, I fucking love it. It's great.
It is very, very good.
At this current point, it does deserve to be very high. Like, if you just judge it as is now.
Yeah, I mean, like the problem I have is I still think stuff needs to be a complete story.
Yeah, that's fair.
But no, like especially the contrast between that first and second season, I love that. Some people get really upset about that. I think it's great. I think Vinland Saga is just a really good show. This is the type of show I was first watching. I was like, oh, this is a little bit boring, and then it got a little bit, and it was like, oh, that's cool. And then when that second season came, I was like, I really like that shift. It's such a different idea that a lot of manga, because it's a manga, would not have dared to try and do. I don't want to spoil stuff, but I very much recommend watching Vinland Saga. All right, number 4, best anime of all time according to BuzzFeed is Naruto Shippuden. Shut the fuck up. Oh, God. I won't lie. Naruto is really good.
It is.
And unlike with One Piece, I went and watched this years after I got into anime and was well and truly past my shonen phase. And I enjoyed it. But the problem is I did have to go onto a fucking website and see what filler do I have to skip? What do I watch? I watched 4 quarters of this episode, and then I 3 quarters of this episode. 4 quarters is the whole episode. And then I watch half of this one. Then I skip 3 episodes, and I watch this 2-minute segment, and then we'll skip this. Blah blah blah. That was annoying as fuck, but it was an overall a decent story that I enjoyed.
The issue with Shippuden is that it gets to a very important point in it, and then it just goes downhill. Like the very end of it is a little.
With Kaguya.
It's like pain, and then it goes down, and then goes right back up for the Sasuke Naruto fight because that shit was always going to be good.
I didn't mind some of the fourth Ninja War shit or whatever it was.
It wasn't as good as the pain arc.
No, I mean like it was a bit all over the show. I watched this very quick.
Yeah.
So I don't really distinguish it
It's
as much as I
also
remember.
The original Naruto is really good as well.
I thought it was a bit boring.
That's fair. I think it does show its age a little bit, but
The end of it's better, but
like the tune-in exams are really good. I think they're good.
I think that's the type of thing. Go back and rewatch them. They're cool and they're memorable, but I think they're a little bit boring, and that's why I sort of really respect Dragon Ball, because I can go back and watch something like early on Budokai Tenkaichi in Dragon Ball, and it's still enjoyable because you keep you on your toes, and there's all this stuff different, and it doesn't feel super old and dated. And then even the end of Dragon Ball, it feels great, and then obviously Z, but like all those fights still feel good and fresh. Besides when they start getting dragged out super long,
or if they spend an entire episode basically going over what happened last episode.
Oh, that's most anime, sadly, or shonen. Okay, number 3 on BuzzFeed's top anime of all time is Demon Slayer. Come on.
No.
Demon Slayer, I think this is up there with Jujutsu Kaisen being one of the most overhyped shows ever.
It looks really good.
Amazing. Fucking amazing. It's ufotable.
It's
Ufotable, whatever you want to call them.
it is a
goats.
beautifully animated anime.
Boring.
That's what I'll say.
It has like just enough story that the animation makes it good, look good. It's not the best anime ever. It's a anime you turn on to watch the fights be animated really well.
Yeah, I remember watching that first season when it came out and being like, whoa, this show is so good. Everyone says, like, it visually looks so good. That's what everyone says. And then I was getting through and I was like, I'm struggling to care at all about this show. And I was like, no, I can't be bothered. And I stopped. And it's been selling ridiculous, like the movies, because it's done a buttload of movies and all that. And it's been going like, topping its scale every single time of how much money it can make or whatever, but
it just takes way too long for them to actually like
do anything.
Yeah. Every single time they're like, oh, now we got to fight this demon. Now we got to. It's like this could have been wrapped up in half the time and still have been like a nice, concise story.
I have seen a lot of people online change their tone about this show, and they've started to say they're not a massive fan of it anymore, and that they've thought that it's. Actually, maybe it was more the fights I was interested in.
I still like it, but I'm not going to say
it's not bad.
As I said, it's a beautifully animated one.
It's not number 3.
No.
All right. Number 2, best anime of all time, according to BuzzFeed. What?
What do we think the top 2 are going to be?
I can't think quick enough to.
I already said Evangelion.
If either of these...
Evangelion will be up there now.
If either of these are Overlord or Sword Art, I'm leaving.
There's no fucking way there's Sword Art
they're not
Online.
gonna be
That's
Sword
a
Art
joke
Online.
from like 2015 now.
Yeah. And then
Keep scrolling.
Well, I got to redo my thing because you did a hammer time to me.
Yeah, I did.
All right. BuzzFeed's number 2 best anime of all time is Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. Okay, you know what? It's not my number 2, but I'm not annoyed.
It is really
I am
good.
not either.
It is very good. The biggest problem I have with this show isn't even the show. It's I can't listen to the dub anymore.
Because of a particular voice actor?
Yeah, because the main character is fucking Vic Mignogna, and he is a terrible human.
I've only watched the sub, so I did not know that.
Yeah. The problem is the rest of the dub is really good.
Yeah.
And he did do a good job as Edward Elric, but this was like probably one of my big first gateway shows. Like
That's for a lot of people, yeah.
100%.
I watched the original Fullmetal Alchemist and didn't realize that it was the wrong one.
Well, no, I watched the first one as well, and then I didn't understand what Brotherhood was because it was at the time I would try and find out what the reason was online. This sounds dumb, but I was like, "What's the difference?" And people online would not give a straight answer.
They just refused to tell you that it actually finished the fucking manga.
And it's completely different after like literally like 3 episodes.
Yeah, it changes so quick.
I remember watching. I was like, "Fuck, I'm gonna watch Brotherhood then," and I watched a couple episodes, and I'm like, "This is like the right at the beginning is different."
Yeah,
and then it's like
they've already done this bit. What are they doing?
Or it was something like that, and then it goes into what I'd already seen. I'm like, what? Is it just a remake? Why'd they do this remake like 7 years later type of deal? And I put it off for a little bit, and people just kept saying it was the best thing ever, and I saw a clip of characters that weren't in that original show. I was like, what the fuck? So I had to go back and watch it all. But at the time, people weren't telling you it was a different show.
No.
I know I'm dumb, don't worry, but I remember explicitly trying to find out what the difference was before I watched it.
And just people online were just tight-lipped about it. It was just like, why?
Well, you know what? Going off of this list,
It could be free run.
or Soul Eater.
Could be Soul
That's
Eater.
the vibe I'm getting with a lot of this stuff now. All right, BuzzFeed's number 1 best anime of all time is Attack on Titan. Didn't even think of that.
I don't know.
I'm disappointed, honestly.
So am I.
I mean, it's BuzzFeed. What do we expect?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
got like 3 seasons in and then couldn't be bothered to finish it. I watched a lot of it and then just couldn't be bothered.
My problem with Attack on Titan was I was watching it as it came out, and the wait between that first and second season was way too long. It was a meme online. It felt like forever because it was so big They made live action movies, I think 2 or 3 of them before the second season came out. Like that's how long it was or whatever it was. But Attack on Titan, this show is a lot better to watch when everything's out and you can just watch it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put it at number 1, but I'm also not against it being here.
I am.
Have you watched all of it?
No.
Well,
but what I have watched, I'm like, okay, looks cool. Top 30, sure.
How far are you?
I don't remember.
well, see, that's a problem. It massive shift.
It's like starts out good and then it just kind of keeps getting better for a while.
Well, the thing is, I remember watching it and then watching the other seasons. And I was like, oh, this gets a bit boring. And then when I rewatched the whole thing with Lizard, it was very much like it has a couple of little dips, but there's always something to grab and hook you in every single time. Yeah, I can see it being number 1. I would give it another watch because what you think that show is at the start is completely different to what it is at the end. And it is probably one of the best. I don't want to write this. There's stuff in this show. There's themes that I know you like, and I can't tell you what they are because it's going to spoil it.
For how basic this list was, I can't believe Frieren wasn't on here. Bleach wasn't on here either, was it?
No, I can't believe there's no Soul Eater.
No,
this seems like baby's first anime list.
No Evangelion?
No Evangelion. That seems honestly probably a bit too much for whoever's.
Yeah, they got to get into fucking Konosuba if they're watching Mashal. They'll love that shit.
It seems like they just watched whatever was on their Netflix account available.
Real.
Yeah, real.
Get on JoJo's, man.
I love JoJo.
I put it towards the lower end of the top 30. And it depends on what part.
I love JoJo, but I think people do overhype it a lot, and it's sort of ruined it for a lot of people. They think it's a lot.
That's fair.
Yeah, I mean, and I don't want to sound like that guy, but I watched JoJo before it was massive. Don't get me fucking wrong. It was massive. It'd been out for 30 years or something, but I watched it as like the first season was coming out, which is part 1 and 2. And was it part 3? I don't remember, but it was before. It was what it is online now. The newer fans have ruined that show. Not ruined the show. They have ruined trying to get people into it because they're obnoxious, don't shut up about it, and act like it's the best thing ever. I fucking love it, and it's so different, but
that's the same thing that's turned me off a lot of other. This one as well, Attack on Titan as well, just the other fans have turned me off it. What was the other one that I was saying the fans turned me off it as well?
My Hero.
My Hero did as well, but no, there was another one.
Dr. Stone.
Yes, Dr. Stone. Like the fans just, you gotta watch it. You gotta watch it. I'll watch it. No, you gotta watch it now. Just fuck off.
But that is not that type of show to be.
One Piece fans are fucking awful.
Yeah.
I will say, the people who were probably saying that about Attack on Titan on the first season, a lot of those aren't the ones who made it through the rest of the show because it is such a shift.
Yeah.
The way that I got Lizard into watching Attack on Titan, because she was not keen on watching an anime and she loved it in the end, is I said, this show is what it is now. It turns into a World War II allegory. And she's like, oh, that's interesting, because she loves history shit. And that's what got her in. And she's like, well, yeah, it definitely was. I'm
probably still, you're saying all this, I'm going to go home, I'm going to watch Vampire Hunter D, and then I'm probably going to try and find Darker Than Black again.
Yeah, because you're boring and you just keep watching the same shit over again and playing the same games, and you're like, nothing's good, and then we give you a recommendation and you just don't do it. Are we wrong?
No.
Yeah. All right, this is probably our longest episode of all time.
That's because we got distracted halfway through and started talking about anime.
I can't believe, honestly, we actually didn't talk about anime for as long as we could have, because we started talking about it maybe like the hour and 50-minute mark.
Yeah.
Well, that's good, because that means that if we are still down a Bennett episode coming up, we know what we can talk about.
We can do a whole.
Yeah, that would be good with Jacoby as well.
It would. He would like that.
He would
like that a lot.
Yeah, we can get rid of the annoying.
We could do one of that grid thing with just anime.
That is an amazing idea. Maybe that's what we do for.
Do a grid with anime?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably a good idea. Let's do that.
Hell yeah. I don't know if that grid episode's out yet.
Not yet.
No, it's
Cut
not.
that bit out of the video.
No, we won't cut it out. We've got a grid episode coming out, like favorite games and stuff, and it's got us three and Ben on it. That might be after this week, and then we've got one with a special Wicca DJ. Shout out to Low Blow. All right, but with that, Brock, is there anything you have to say?
We will save it there.
All right, see yous. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.